Starting recording.
All right.
Kara's here. Kara's here.
It's like, excellent. It's like, I don't remember anyone asking you. All right, so.
Ow!
It's like, welcome back, nerds. Another exciting session of the Questing Beasts. We are unfortunately down one Tyrantus Terror this week, as he is off being successful in real life, while the rest of us just sit here in our rooms playing D&D like fucking nerds. Good luck, TT. Godspeed. I'll try and tell some sex and cannibalism related jokes in your stead. I make no promises, though. Alright, so.
No, just gonna blame it all on me.
No, it's true. Kay did it. I just want to say that in advance. It is Kay's fault. That is there. I've done my part. The quota has been appeased. Okay, so when last we left our ragtag band of weirdos, they were holed up in the Bunyan Woods, waiting it out, hoping to enact a really awesome, kick-ass plan to expose a cruel, insidious plot involving turning mushroom person babies and fermenting cheese with them. They were attacked partway through their stay out here in these woods by a group of the Baron of Roquefort's guards, the linchpin of the entire operation, and it turned out they were were-rats in disguise. I mean, seriously, who would have possibly seen that coming? Rats addicted to really fancy cheese?
Off. Still
They did the were-rats in through some very clever applications of magic and dinosaur jaws, a winning combination in almost any scenario. And then they waited an extra day and enacted their plan, exposing the Baron for his crimes. And finding out in the process that the guy that they originally thought was guilty, the royal cheesemancer Tyrone Zola, actually did not start this by intention. He was just an overeager intern who found something that tasted really great without knowing that it was the baby of a sentient species. It's like the poplars all over again. Zola made up for it, though, by exposing the real head of the syndicate, the one who actually was aware himself as well, and still was completely okay with it, the Baron of the place himself, who turned out to not be really a singular person, but rather a bunch of rats in a trench coat. A rat king, to be specific. And after a very intense battle inside of Zola's burning lab in the basement of a windmill, they managed to do him in by summoning the god of the hunt, who was very pleased to have some quarry for all of his various animals that live in his domain. Stepping out, they rallied together, met a changeling of all things, which is really weird. I wonder if we'll ever find out anything more about that. Maybe, I don't know, who knows. And now they're just enjoying the spoils of their last day in Brigadoon as heroes before heading back to Epton to collect hopefully even more rewards. What adventures await them? We're going to find out. I already know, fucks.
Imako, what should we do first? Wash our mouth out or bath?
It's like, bath. Definitely bath. Definitely bath. My nose is better than yours.
Bath.
Okay, so just to get through the closing days in Brigadoon as quickly as possible, I'd like everybody to roll an initiative roll for me.
Alrighty.
Okay. Hold on.
Make sure I clicked on...
16.
16.
That's my profile. Yeah. Oh yeah, reloaded. Derp.
16, a
wait.
10.
Hold on.
How do you, like, choose your character if you don't have a thing?
You don't have to in this case. I'm just going to record what shows in the dice roller.
Okay.
19. Okay.
Oh, that's fine. I was saying, okay.
17. Okay. That's fine.
Ooh, okay.
8. Okay. Well, the first thing you can say is that the next morning, when you all got started, you noticed that the very large and easy-to-notice shadow of Stabhead is not outside of the inn, and you find a note from Grosk, basically saying that in Draconic, it started in Common but kept getting scratched out. Those of you who can read it, Grosk basically was saying that she was sorry to spring something on all of you, but Stabhead had told her something that she didn't feel was best to share. She had some personal matters to take care of out east, and would come and find you all again when the opportunity came. She thanked you all for your time and said, "Don't eat any of the cheese. Cheese bad."
Her draconic handwriting is really lovely.
So yes, Grosk.
Poetic and flowery. Almost too much so.
Yes, it's like it almost makes you wonder, doesn't it? Imako says, looking over at it. And so yes, Grosk has temporarily left, headed east on Stabhead's back, just off into the desert. No explanations as to what she had to do, but it seemed must have been pretty important. Grosk didn't seem the type to take things seriously very often. Okay, so with those rolls, I will say just each of you in the right proper order give a blurb for the folks listening. What?
Oh, was I supposed to roll too?
None. We'll get to you.
Ah.
Let's see. Just writing you all down. Okay, so first one who rolled is Tonk. You're up bright and early. Is there anything? Just describe what you want to do over the course of your day. You are given free room and board at the inn, discounts on everything, and all your meals are covered as well.
Well, since he's probably woken up, showered, bathed, got all nice and
Wash the rat and ash off of you.
yeah, he'd probably do what he's been doing since the day he got in the town, is head to the bar and continue telling the great story to any who'd listen and see if he can get some free beer out of it.
Okay, yeah. Let me see here. Roll a performance for me.
Oh, joy.
With advantage of town.
No, they were there. They know the story.
Not the story of the woods and everything else.
No, not the woods. Still, just roll. I want to see what happens.
Okay, let me look for the damn performance. There it is. Hooah! +1. It's
18. Nice. Okay, yeah. You actually do a pretty good job regaling everything that you saw in the woods. The crazy stuff with the dragon, which they really, really were into. The stuff with the hag and the mysterious pearlescent tower. The fight against the owl bears. You left out the part about the woodwoad basically kicking you guys' asses for a little bit, though. You flavored that one a little differently, and no one was around to correct you.
Also, is Statler and Waldorf there to...
Statler and Waldorf are largely hanging around the inn. They don't want to cause too much of a ruckus at this point. All right.
Lumi might have been there, but she's not going to say anything because that was embarrassing.
Because Lumi took the brunt of it.
Yeah, Lumi was the one that got blitzkrieged, yes.
Yeah, Tonk would flavor that as a very neutral fight of which neither party was winning nor losing.
Yep.
Because, it's a fight between, bros or future allies.
All right, yeah. That story, yeah, people are willing to pay for your rounds for the day. How much does Tonk drink?
On the regular, he drinks quite a bit. He's not like full drunkard, but like mercenary drunk. He's a mercenary drunk. He drinks well enough that he could be a drunkard, but he knows his limitations.
All right, well, all the same, one con save for me. The DC will not be super high.
Yeah, that's fine. It's
Watch him roll a 1.
We'll find out.
Yeah, I know. Where the fuck-
Gonna jinx him.
I'm actually proficient in Constitution. Not that it helped
Okay,
me.
11. That is enough. You're a little buzzed. The DC was 10 for this one. You're just a little bit buzzed. You're kind of on a high right now. You just had the adrenaline of a fight wearing off. You did some pretty amazing stuff. You've seen a lot of cool shit, and you know your Merc pals back in Epton and wherever the rest of them are. They'd be proud of you.
Awesome.
You just can't wait to tell Don about it when you get back. And then you start slipping into stories about your old Merc band as well, about how cool Don was, and this one time they went up against some other thing. The stories kind of start bleeding together a little. But all in all, it's a good time.
Awesome.
All right. You have a very nice day, and you do not get that drunk. Okay, next up on the list was Keckles. What are you going to do with that day?
Keckles is going to go around, make sure everyone's doing all right, keep an eye on the farms, check up on everything, and ready the preparations for his allies for when they leave.
Excellent, excellent. Okay, I will say, Stilton and Bruce go along with you for it. You have no way in telling them not to. They provide some extra hands.
Yeah. All the help is welcome.
All right, then. Let's see. I don't really... that's enough on its own. The farmers are overall pretty good. The ones that got hit are taking it a little tougher than the others. You actually did learn that the farmer, Miss Vesta Darden, the one who had the pumpkins go crazy. You actually learned that before they left, the Myconids utilized druid craft to grow the crops back,
Aw.
Aww.
which smoothed over any potential lasting bitterness that might have come off of it. The cattle are back over at the Sturgis estate. They're doing just fine. They appear to be doing good, and oh, surprise, surprise, though, a Catoblepus did wander into the area. It seems to have gotten attached to them.
Aw.
Aww.
She's a little nervous about it at first, but when you assure them that they're not inherently dangerous, and she decides to let it stick around as a very, very effective guard cow, basically.
Yeah.
Seriously, do not fuck with those things. Their stats are horrifying. All right, so
A manticore tries to kill a cow. Interesting statue we got there.
just here's this giant cloud of exhalation behind it and turns around to see this giant warthog monster the size of a tank. All right, so your day goes pretty well. You make preparations. You're keeping yourself pretty busy. You definitely know that the worst is yet to come, though. Fort Limburg is likely in chaos right now, probably on account of the fact that a lot of people are, well, the were-rats that were there and hiding are probably all about to go underground. So a lot of people are probably not going to be there, and there's going to be some power vacuums to fill in.
Right.
But that's a
Right.
problem for another day. Okay, Kyra?
Kyra, the first thing she's gonna do is take another bath.
Yep, another one to wash out the rat.
I'm not sure if it's coming out yet, but I have to make sure.
Imako is just kind of standing there sopping wet as well, shakes herself free a little, and somehow almost instantly becomes dry thanks to a little specks of fairy fire around her. That hit the spot. So what is it that you want to do out here before we leave? I'm anxious to get back to Epton and find out what happened, but you know.
First of all, about some last minute things. What Kyra wants to do is, personally, she wants to go look at the Druid Circle, but first she wants to talk to any Myconids left over to possibly talk about the whole Epton Relation thing, which...
The Myconids all did leave before the sunrise came.
Alright, then I imagine Kyra would have talked to them before they left about that then.
Yep. They were interested in the prospect, but at the same time, they knew that it would be a very difficult venture to arrange. But they said that they would Cordy did say she would confer with her people and see if any would be willing to try it.
And also making them open up to guild contact and trade and shit for...
Oh yeah, no, they're very open to that if they're with you guys. Cordy does agree that if they manage to get out to their cave, they will welcome them and see what they can do. I imagine you bring up the Spore Druid Tabaxi that you
Yep.
met as well. Yep.
Also, to Yayaka and bringing out more people and friends out to her woods and shit.
Okay. Just basically spread the friend vine.
And conferring with the town that, yes, she's out here, but yes, she's very benevolent. And if not for her, he would be in serious juju.
All right, yes.
She
okay.
did a lot to save the town.
That she did, yes. You would not have known those guards were coming if not for her help.
Also, another thing we talked about behind the scenes is her compiling the report with Statler and Waldorf, but that's already been done, so...
Yeah, you've already handled that one. You had a very busy day. If you do want to go to the Druid Circle, I want you to roll me an investigation when you get there.
Alrighty. Well, there's one more thing I wanted to look at before we left, so...
You head over there around sunset, I'd say.
Alrighty. Kyra's had a busy day.
Doing a lot of talking for an introvert. Time to go recharge with some nerd shit. Nice. Okay. This Druid Circle, as you get closer to it, you haven't had too much experience with them. I've mentioned before why Madria kind of has a rich history of Druidic stuff, but it's not super represented anymore, and there aren't many records of it. Just a few occasional odd megaliths you'll find. This one's in very good shape. Some of it is Madrian in design that you've matched. It almost looks like a modern replication, but there's other aspects of it. Well, basically, there's an outer ring of stones that are human in design, but there's another one that are definitely elven in design inside of that ring.
Mm-hmm.
And you managed to find at the very center of it a small stone ornament of a bird with 5 eyes.
Gonna probably leave that there.
Yep.
My back.
All right.
Well,
Like,
we're
if
gonna
you
leave
wish-
it up there, but she's gonna take a drawing of it because she's not
Alright.
gonna take it from the Druid Circle, or unless you,
Yep.
or she's gonna ask Imako about it if she.
Okay,
beats
I
that
will.
shit.
I'll roll for Imako to see if she knows anything about it. Let's see, that is a dropped dice. Where did it go? There it is. Oh, what did it land on? That's a 10. Imako does not actually know all that much about a lot of Fey lore. She's actually originally was born in Angu, which is slightly different than a lot of the mainland Fey. They kind of
Alright,
diverged to their own
Can I
culture.
roll a history check on that religion?
You can roll a knowledge religion with disadvantage in this case. Your score's
Alrighty.
still pretty high, so
Yeah. Hold on, where is it?
an 18
I mean, an
still.
18.
Yep, your score is high, and I knew it would happen, but disadvantage makes sense here regardless. Okay, yeah. You haven't read up too much on it, but at the same time, that kind of turns it into forbidden fruit a little bit for you and your brain. So, reading up on old druidic craft is something I'm sure you had a phase with. You actually do remember that this is actually a common depiction, if not a slightly aged representation, of the elven goddess of entropy
Ooh.
on Yune. So she was kind of the one who led the elves here in the first place when they migrated here to escape from whatever it was that was chasing them. She commonly is depicted in that way and apparently flits about the world. But there's not many depictions of her that you found. This is probably I'd say this is the first one in person you've seen.
Yeah, Kyra's probably knows it's wise to just leave it there and just take a sketch of it or some shit.
Yep. All right, if you're taking a sketch, roll a sleight of hand to see how good it is.
Alright. She's also a rogue, but she's not trained in it, though.
Yeah.
21, though.
Yep. Yeah, you get a very good likeness. It's very professional. All right. So with that, anything else you wish to do, you can just go back to the inn. You've had a very busy day for an introvert. You need to recharge for a bit.
Yep.
All right.
And
the end
more
of it?
writing.
Mm-hmm. Back to more writing, like a nerd. All right. Irana, your turn.
She just wants to basically resupply everybody, make sure everybody has enough rations to get back to Epton if something happens.
Yep.
Refill the refrigerator bag of holding that we have.
Yep.
And ask about, like, maybe a little arm shield like Kyra has in her size if the blacksmith
Yep.
can...
It's basically a pot lid in
Yeah.
many ways. Yeah. He's able to,
They give,
you know,
they
as
give
I
you a
mentioned,
fucking frying pan.
he just takes the handle off of it and attaches it to the back of it instead. All right, so yeah, as we mentioned, that runs you about 25 gold to fill up everybody's ration count and give yourself some good food to get by, because Irana is not going to buy the cheap shit.
No, she's not. She's seen
All
how
right.
Kyra eats. She's not letting that happen no more.
She will continually steal your noodles in the night and throw them in the garbage.
I mean, imagine Kyra left the bag with hers because I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go buy something. Can you leave it with her? Sure. And in that vein, that's when Irana throws away all the shitty noodles.
Yep,
No, no,
basically.
throw it away.
I wouldn't throw
Make it-
away food. I'd just make
Yeah.
it harder to find in the bag somehow.
Also, possibly make it into something good.
I just add the noodles to, like, nicer shit.
All right, excellent. All right, a couple other things to note. You do see at the edge of town. Can you get him? All right, you do see at the edge of town that the Babu is actually kind of speaking with mouth a little
Aw.
bit. They're speaking in animal tongue, basically. The owl, basically, you do can go over and speak with them, and in doing so, you find that Yaik has agreed to take care of the thing. She'll see if she can find out anything about what took the father's body. It's like she's not aware of the bugbears that you guys, out of character, only know about.
That's impressive.
Bugbears are really good at hiding, man.
Fucking ninjas.
Well,
I'm
I'll
sorry, but like a hag doesn't know where they are. That's impressive. And
It's almost like they're
terrifying.
Bigfoot or something.
Yeah, they're extra squatchy in this universe. Okay, so
I'll
a
thank her.
bugbear only is found when it wants to be found. All right, so that's kind of their Fey bullshit. So you go over. The Babu's very, very, very affectionate towards you. Mouth basically tells you, well, Yaika does, that come back and visit sometime, see how he grows up, that she'll make sure that he remembers all of you.
I thank her and I say goodbye to the Babu. Like, it's a kind of an extended goodbye.
Mm-hmm. There's a moment there. Then the two of them vanish off into the tree line. You have a feeling that that Babu's going to grow up to be a real badass. He's got a great new mom.
Awesome.
I mean, he is basically Batman.
Not far from it.
Oh my fucking god.
Crap.
Parents are killed by a bunch of idiots, taken in by a sagely older mentor character who knows a lot about the world. Yes.
Bat Dag. All right, cool.
He is Knight.
The Dag Knight.
Okay.
All right, so that's enough of that. Okay, so with that, what do you do with your evening?
My evening, I just kind of hang out with Tonk, basically, because there's
Go
already
down
a
to the
bard
bar.
in town, and it's rude
Yeah.
to ask for work
Yep.
if there's already a bard.
Well, the bard is actually the innkeep's husband.
That's extra
He's
rude.
he actually would be completely okay with taking over. He usually plays every night, so he'd be completely open to that once if he learned you actually were a bard at any one point. He's a very chill dude. He just plays really stuffy, classical-sounding music because he enjoys the dexterity challenge it gives him.
No, I'll just let him do that because she still is in the mindset of it's rude if there's another bard already there, even if he is the owner.
Yep, he understands. He goes back to playing some very complex, classical-sounding piece on the harp. All right, so with that, anything you do, Lumi?
Window shop a lot and then go hang out with Tom.
Anything in particular you'd be willing to buy?
Maybe if they had any fancy fabrics or pillows, his pillows.
Well, there would not be much in the way of fancy fabrics in a small farming town, but
Exactly.
yeah, just lots of cotton fibers and things like that. Stuff that's functional, but cotton, wool, things like that.
Or yarn. Maybe yarn.
Yeah, they'd have some yarn. Not too much of it, but it would not be dyed. You'd probably have to handle that yourself.
So basically, what she'd find is those souvenir sweaters.
No!
I
Yeah,
went
they
to
look like
Brigadoon
cheese.
and all I got was this shitty cheese.
Get your bad fashion sense out of here, Kyra!
Hey, Kyra thinks that's bad too.
Yeah, tourist trap garb. All right, so
Yep.
yeah, nothing of what you're looking for is particularly present. But there's plenty of raw material if you so desire. But if not, well, I imagine you probably just hang out with Tonk and Arana at the tavern. Just enjoy yourselves. How much would Lumi drink?
A good bit, probably.
Well, in that case, con save.
Cool. Let's do this. Where's my saves? Where's my saves?
Like that I
Love
didn't
it.
get a con save because I drank paint thinner earlier in the campaign and I didn't get infected.
Halfling constitutions are fine. You'd have to drink pretty heavily or drink something made for a sturdier race. Okay, yeah, you passed the same. It was the same DC Tonk had. Yet you both just get buzzed. You know what you're doing. You're responsible drinkers.
It's not the first time in the bar.
All right, so with that, you all enjoy your last day. The next morning, you all got your rest, got yourselves ready. Thankfully, are not hungover, so nothing to worry about there. You head to the edge of town. Keckles is there waiting for you. If you guys have any farewells or final parting words you wish to say, up to you. We can move along if not.
Oh, sorry.
I was thinking, Irana tells him that she's glad that she met him, and he's a very interesting individual, and she wishes him luck.
Nice.
He is very happy. Yes, he accepts that and gives her a bow.
Tonk would go the full mercenary route of wrap an arm around his, shoulder, hug him, and just wish a battle brother goodbye.
Hmm.
Mercenary bro hug. Nice.
Yes.
Yeah. Ends with a firm handshake,
Hell yeah.
being like,
Firm handshake. that-
Big
No, no.
flappy hand just collides with this little bird hand. Just,
No. No more flappy hands for either one of them.
oh god! Secret handshake with the ape arms.
You can't take this one. This flappy arm's mine.
very well, I'll keep mine.
All right. Anything else? All right. So you say your goodbyes. Keckles has a lot of work ahead of him. You guys depart. Big tearful anime waving going on.
And 1,000-yard stare for other people.
Yep.
Godspeed, you fucks. Godspeed.
Beautiful. Fare thee well, Keckles. We hardly knew ye. May you turn some unfortunate thing into cheese against its will.
Is Zola with us since we're taking him to custody?
Zola is actually currently being held elsewhere.
Yeah, I think he'd be held there until an actual guild or.
Stilton and
something.
Bruce are actually primarily handling him. They're waiting to see what the word from Fort Limburg is. And Zola isn't going anywhere. He's completely... Oh, he wanted to pay for what he did.
If he starts anything, no matter how powerful he is, it's still two paladins right in his face.
Great.
3.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, Keckles is there too still. Yeah, taking him there. He may wind up going to Epton, he may not. As you guys approach the edge of the area, get up to the foot of the desert, you do actually find that Mitzi is there waiting for you alongside the changeling member of the Magni, Joanne Doe, that you met last time. Enjoy that, guys. Enjoy it. It's fun. All right, so I hope you all had a good final day to rest. Stock up on your supplies. Joanne says, I have dawdled in the area a little too long. You notice, as this changeling talks, the voice kind of slips between lilty feminine and very deep masculine multiple times in each sentence. Eli's trail is still going, and I really need to be looking. After what happened, well, it's best we didn't want your last day here to be clouded by anything. Have a good day in a peaceful place under a goddess's protection.
Religion check?
Anyone else getting Krang flashbacks?
If you want to.
Well, we know who the goddess around here is.
You do, yes. It's the Hitheva, the old Madrian harvest goddess. Protects this area. It's the reason why the drought
That was
hasn't hit it
dude,
yet.
Tyra, what the fuck?
Yeah. Basically, Mitzi then kind of just clears her throat and says, yeah, I don't think I'd be able to talk to any of y'all without bringing it up. We're going to have to go the long way back to Epton, I'm afraid. We'll be able to go back the way we came.
Is there another presence there?
No, more like the old one never left.
Ugh.
Unfortunately, I never got to Epton in time, but they sent out people there. I did get word about that, and well, the clerics didn't get to the town in time. And now, the wastes are haunted by demons. It's not going to be the easiest road back, I'm afraid, so wanted to make sure y'all got time to rest before clouding any excitement you might have. Last thing it's my job is to do anything bad for morale, you know.
That's fair. We just killed a bloody were-rat and a rat king, so...
Yeah, I heard. Wish I could have been there for it. So,
If it's a long way around, so be it.
it'll be about a 4-day trip, all things considered. Won't be too bad. It's still pretty direct and on the roads. Just a Collyfield is no longer safe. Whatever that Magni did, I don't know what his goals were, but if his goal was to open a realm to the infernal planes, well, he did it. Anyway, come on. We best get moving. The Magni bids you farewell and rides off eastward. You guys start heading southeast, and now we go to a new map.
Oh yeah.
All right, you guys are currently right here at Brigadoon, Party Overworld token.
Ah.
It's like the way you passed through was cutting through this little pass right here, Collyfield right here. Slightly faster route, all things considered. The way you're going now is going to be more so the direct main road. It's a little bit longer.
I see.
It's fine.
So it's not like completely diverting to Oxy.
Oh, no. You're not heading that way. Nothing out there that way for a long way. Otzi was the in-between town.
Now it's
Okay,
just
so-
a lake.
Yep. So,
Well, we know what lakes are. A town's gonna grow up there again.
eventually.
Because, fresh water.
Hmm.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys make your way down across. After a few hours of through the pleasant rolling grasslands, you spent a weekend.
Also, question, since we're all running Dire Roadrunners, how are we doing with the Mako?
Imako just poofs away, like into whatever plane you can banish her into for now, since riding doesn't sound like something she'd enjoy all that much.
Or
She'll just
she could
pop
be
up-
on the back of the cart, sticking her head out like a dog.
Or she could be on Alfie's back. That's another option. But, yeah, we'll say that. She's in Alfie's saddle, sticking her head out, enjoying the slight breeze from it, and Alfie's very fast, so... Alright, you guys progress. A few hours into the trek, you get back into the desert. You do find the route is a little bit less... Well, it's a little less hospitable than the one you originally... You don't see much in the way of signs of life, but I'd say around mid-afternoon-ish, you do happen upon something rather curious.
Oh?
You happen upon a bonfire in the middle of the desert.
What?
Yep.
In the middle of the day.
Yeah, middle of the day, big raging fire out in the middle of the...
Really? That's fucking weird.
That's not a mirage, is it? Mitzi just kind of looks over at it. It's like, sure looks like one. As you guys get a little bit closer... Oh, go ahead.
Irana's gonna, very cautiously say, demons like fire, right?
Usually, yes.
If it was a mirage, wouldn't it be more Ross's doing?
That's entirely possible. I'm going to take a closer look. Mitzi will get off of Alfie and draw out two short swords and kind of cautiously move towards it. And as she gets closer, she sees there's a little red kobold sitting in front of the fire. Just chill and happy as can be. Like, are you all right, friend? And now we welcome Shady's new character.
Hello, again.
It was
You
a
aren't
very
done with me
tearful
yet.
goodbye.
Pardon me, miss. I'm fine. Don't worry yourself none.
All right.
Now they're cold.
Yep, she comes over to the group and says, there's a clearly quite disturbed kobold sitting in front of that fire, but maybe we should see if he's okay.
Oh, Jesus.
Did Shalur hear that out of curiosity?
You can roll a perception for that.
All right, I'm rolling. Character perception. Where the fuck are you? There you are.
16. Not bad. All right, yeah, no, you can definitely... Your shit talk senses tingled for a moment.
Mitch said what?
Hmm.
Like,
Interesting.
well, I don't know exactly what to make of the situation, but he looks like he's got nowhere to go, nothing to ride on. This desert will bake him alive. Think we ought to offer to help him, give him a ride?
Yeah.
Of course.
All right, so you guys make your way over.
I see no reason why not.
All right, so you guys make your way over to the little kobold sitting in front of a bonfire.
Kyra says, but then she asks Mako, "Do you feel anything off about him?"
I don't need to feel anything. I just have to look at him.
Oh, whoa.
Oh, fuck.
It's like,
That's so shade.
it's like that's incredibly wow. Like I don't even. Why sit in front of a fire in a place that's already this godforsakenly hot?
Well, it is a reptile, so
Yes, but that still goes too far, doesn't it? I mean, look at Lumi over there. Why is she wearing that extra layer?
well, if it's a red scale kobold, then it's associated with red dragons. So
Oh, I suppose. Either way.
I'm
Oh,
not-
and by the way, Shalur, you can hear telepathic talk, so you are hearing their conversation. They just don't know it.
Yeah, I'm just listening as I kick my feet back and
Kyra
just.
hasn't came closer, so I'm not sure the range.
Oh, koalas have a very good range, I assure you of that.
hmm
Koalas are almost broken in that department. All right, so anyway, but you guys, as far as you know, he's just a kobold. So,
Yep. A very odd kobold.
yep, kobold that clearly really loves heat. All right, so,
Although something
see.
still doesn't feel right.
are you all right here? What's the fire for?
Oh, you see, partners, this fire is what keeps me safe. But bonfires are just the place of comfort, of hope.
Clearly. Do you have a place to go right now, or are you more less comfortable right here?
Oh, I got nowhere to go, partner. Got nowhere at all.
You can all faintly see the fur on Mitzi's back is starting to rise up a little bit. Like, okay. She turns back and goes, "Yeah, no, I've read these horror novels. I ain't doing this." Walks back over to Alfie. It's like, "Well, you take care now. You're clearly doing just fine."
You all as well. Keep an eye out. These parts have been very
And Shalura never saw the scene again.
demonic lately.
Yeah, I have read stories about bad hitchhikers. I am not going to be the unlucky heroine of one of those.
Are you kidding? I'm the blonde human.
Yeah, well, things don't work exactly the same way in this continent. Tabaxi wind up being the heroines of those books a lot.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Well, you take care now, sir.
Happy trails. Watch out. Watch the skies. Watch the ground. Watch everywhere.
Watch out for snakes.
What's the ground? What do you know about what's happened around here? You seem oddly insightful.
I wander. I wander here. I wander there. I even wander up that hill over there. It's a mighty fine hill.
I like this shit.
That makes one of us. You faintly hear Misty whisper.
Punk likes weird people. This mercenary band was a bunch of weird fuckers. Yeah,
I mean, he reminds me of Keckles, but he's a bit less strange than Keckles.
I think it's because you just said goodbye to him. That Birdman had a very memorable way about him, Imako says, kind of shaking her head a little.
I think I still think I'm traumatized.
Yeah, you and everyone else.
It's like, well, if you don't need anything, we can just, mosey on. Unless you need a rod.
Nah, I'm good here. Be safe now.
You sure? No food? No nothing?
Nah, I'm a man of the
Where
land.
are you from, and where are you going?
I'm from a
Cottonmouth
warm
Joe.
spot.
No.
Thank you, Collie. I'm glad I'm not the one who had to do that.
Damn it. That's his
Not
brother.
yet, anyway. Mm-hmm. Fuck Cottonmouth Joe.
Are you-
He owes me
Kara
1050.
asking Draconic, are you from the Ranat?
The Ronet? I don't think so. Nah. Not
Does
the-
your character
There's
know
no-
Draconic? Does he know Draconic?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, then yeah, you would. Just making sure first. Like, the fuck are you saying, man?
I mean, it would have been hilarious a couple.
Yes.
Are you assuming I know Draconic?
Did you just assume my race?
Yeah.
Check your privilege. Gosh.
Fucking
I think it'd be
Jesus.
funnier if he didn't, because
It's up to you, dude. It is up to you.
I just listen to her and just go,
Just nodding. Okay, so you don't know Draconic. Good.
No, I do know. I'm just fucking with her because at this point it's just like, okay, they're probably not gonna take me along, so I might as well have fun while I'm here.
We offered it. You were weird.
I know, but it's just like,
Staying where it's safe.
he hears that Deku muttering.
Yeah, deep down, you're just trying to put together every little piece about where he could possibly be from.
well, it's
Alright.
more she's like trying to get this guy help or something, because
Clearly doesn't seem to be all that interested in any, Himako says. Seems very capable and resolute in the choices he's making.
And let me tell you what, there's an inn a little ways away. If I need help, I'll be fine.
wait,
I'll be
Hey.
fine.
did he just hear Mako?
No, he's like the
Well,
last
you responded
thing-
right after Mako said, so that's why I.
Yeah, no, he's just like you were silent for. The way I'm picturing it is you were silent for her while you're talking to her, and it was just, and he.
I mean, you did hear it. I get you. You're basically trying to say something that could be interpreted as just you assuring them you're okay. But in reality, you are
Yeah.
also kind of responding to that conversation, too.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Gotcha.
Thank you.
All right, so, yep. So, like, yeah, something's off about that, and I don't know what. So, with all the demon risks, probably better to just not get any closer than we have to. We haven't seen any yet, but that doesn't mean that there aren't any around.
Alrighty, we'll let Upton know. Hopefully he survives by then.
Yes, probably wise. So you get back up onto it, and Mitzi is kind of doing the whole head jerk thing. It's like, go!
Oh,
Tongue's gonna... Sorry.
no, as Arana rides by, she's going to actually pause, look at him, and take out a bag of, like, dried fruit that she bought in Brigadoon and throw it at him. And say, I don't leave people out in the desert without food. I don't care how crazy everybody else thinks you are.
I like you. You're rad.
Rad. Good.
Well, if you're not gonna take help, then
Tongue's gonna wave and go, "Wait, see you in the city. Oh, yeah, beer."
Godspeed, Turtle Man. Godspeed.
Little kobold friend.
He waves. We'll see about that. We'll see about that.
Watching Palumi with these giant, like, puppy dog eyes as she's watching the first kobold in a while just you can go.
Could have had a
Said-
friend, but no.
and thus Shady was never seen again.
Indeed. Thank you for your second character, Shady. It was a delight.
Oh, no problem.
Let's give a big hand to everybody. Okay.
Also, I'm going to BRB real quick, like.
Sure
Yeah.
thing. All right.
Real quick, like.
All right, so with that rather oddball encounter out of the way, you progress through the first day. You arrive at a stop for the night, set up camp. Mitzi asks if anyone's interested in a night watch.
Yes.
I suppose me and Amaka would maybe be wanting to.
Oh, and
Yeah.
I did mention Statler and Waldorf are coming along. They're moving
Oh,
a
yeah.
little more slowly. So you
Right.
guys can't move at quite the maximum speed. They're pretty fast, but they're nowhere near as fast as Alfie or the Roadrunners.
Statler and Waldo are finally getting the run
Yep,
after
they're
forever.
enjoying it. That's for sure. The desert is very open compared to where they're from. It's very different for them. They've been
And then
known
they
nothing
have both
but being
have goggles on, and there's Born to Be Wild playing in the background.
that, or it's that one track from The Lion King, and they're running in slow motion.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so
I'll take a
I'm
watch too.
excellence. Okay, so Mitzi will not take one. We'll just split it into three. Okay, which one do you want to go first?
I was probably going to do Dawn or Dusk.
All right, so
Tonk can go. He doesn't mind.
so you'll go first. So then we'll do Tonk, Arana, and then Kyra.
Yeah, I was going to first do an investigation check around the camp.
Yep, it's a
first.
small campsite, kind of surrounded by rocks. Nothing particularly crazy.
That's a 28, so...
Nice. Yeah, it's a pretty safe looking spot. There's enough shade to where you know that when the sun
Also
rises,
looking
you'll
for
be
any
okay.
animal tracks or any, other signs of what's around here.
No signs that you can see. It's a little bit of a windy day, so tracks are a little bit buried potentially and won't last very long, but you're not seeing any signs of anything out here.
Alright, so me and Amaka are out, so...
All right, so with that,
A for Kara, let me roll for Amako.
I'll roll for her. Let's see.
She gets
Probably
advantage
put all
on.
my hit points back.
Yeah, this would be all senses, but still. Okay, that's a
Hearing
19
and
on the
smell.
die. Yep, that's a 19 on the die for her. Okay, yeah. Well, yeah. Your night watch comes and goes. Nothing really crazy happens. Just slight eerie wind. It gets a little bit chilly. You guys, if you have any conversations you'd want to have amongst each other.
What the fuck was up with that weird kobold?
I don't know, but I'm getting. It's not quite the vibe I got from the rats and the Baron, but maybe it's some kind of illusion magic. It's hard to say. But what was the deal with the fire? Is he a masochist?
Just weird.
I know red kobolds have a thing with red dragons, but
Yeah, but I'm Faye. That doesn't mean I like eating kale.
I mean, fair.
All right, so your watch comes to an end. Arana,
Okay.
roll a perception for me.
Not persuasion. There we go.
All right, a 12. Oh, man. All right. Let me see here. I'm going to roll something.
Oh no!
No, you're cool. Okay, so. Yep, your watch comes. It begins a little bit later in the night than it was with them, but that's just basic, obvious information. Okay, so. You do faintly see something moving across the horizon as you're going about your watch. It's a good ways away. You're not sure at first. Could have sworn that it was a swarm of little green things.
Aw.
Might have been more of the cactus people. It's your best guess, but it was a good ways away. With your night vision goggles, you'd have been able to spot them moving across the desert a pretty good distance. You'd have to leave the camp by a very wide margin through them.
Okay. I think I'll stay
Right.
here.
All right. That's the one really flavorful thing. Besides that, let me see. You do hear a few howls in the night, off in the distance. The Roadrunners get slightly antsy when one of them sounds faintly close, but it doesn't get any closer. All right.
They must know
But-
better by now.
Yep. But nothing happens. None that you can see. All right, and with that, your watch ends, and now we're at Tonk.
Perception?
Yep.
Perceptionundo. 13.
Wow, almost a stair step here. Okay, so yep, beginning your night. Sun isn't too far off from rising. The animals are sleeping now, a little more calm. You do faintly see what looks like something flying overhead. You don't get a very great look at it. It's still pretty dark out, but it looked like something winged flying overhead, going the same direction you guys are going to be heading.
Could Tonk tell how big it was? Like, is this rock monsters? Rock-sized big, or is this like large
It
eagle?
was average size, you'd say. Probably, I don't know, a good 10, 12 feet long. Looked like it had a long, sinuous body. That's about as much as you could tell.
So not like one of the more dangerous night.
No, it didn't look like any giant bats or anything demonic that you know of. Not that you
Okay.
know all that much.
So it's a ring drake. Is what
Entirely possible.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of. I know who it is, but I'm being flavorful.
You know.
It's absolutely fine. All right, so with that, sun rises. And you guys pack up camp and head on your way. It's another fairly eventless day of going through the desert. Kind of surprising considering the last time you did it, you got accosted by all manner of weirdness. This time it's almost boring in a way. Thankfully, Statler and Waldorf are there, slightly lagging behind to keep you all company, telling plenty of weird stories and weird things that they saw back in the woods one time. One of them described a story about a mother possum that had lived right at the base of him for a little while.
Oh,
No.
Adorable.
And one describes a time that he thought he saw one of the trees get up and move, had a conversation with a tree ant. The tree ant tried to hand him a leaflet.
Was it an election pamphlet?
No, it was not an election. It was about joining a union. Then why don't we get that pun out?
Fucking damn it.
Beautiful.
But Tish.
Boom.
Ugh.
Do you
The
feel
more and
better?
more you learn about, yes, much better. The more and more you learn about the tree ants of the Bunyan Woods, the more you realize it's a very politically diverse forest.
Also, most of our dicks.
Most of them, but a lot of the dicks are dead now, according to the bartering tree, anyway. You just faintly hear the words in his head about the. You vaguely recall the words about the social Darwinist tree. That's a nice stick you got there. Echoes in your head.
God.
Okay.
Oh,
As it approaches sunset, you can faintly roll perception for me, nerds.
Oh my god, it's gonna be another bonfire.
Roll and find out.
he's just in front of us all the goddamn time.
Howdy,
No,
strangers.
Oh no, Twilight Zone episode.
No, it's just you see him and the Curb Your Enthusiasm theme starts playing. Boom, boom, boom. Okay with that. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, you can see a small building off on the side of the road with a little bit of a stovepipe, good chimney going. You see a few different beasts of burden parked in front of it. Mitzi relaxes very visibly at the side of it. There we are. That's our halfway mark. It's a lovely little roadside inn called Jack Tin Boots. You'll find out why when we get inside. I've ridden through here a few times. Guys, make your way down to here. As you park, you notice quite a few assortments of different bizarre mounts in front of it. You see an auroch, which is basically like a giant fuck-off bull with massive curved horns. It's bigger than Alfie is at the shoulder, but not nearly as long.
Fuck.
Very contentedly munching. You see a smaller riding lizard, similar to Alfie, but a little bit more gecko-like. Just kind of nomming away at something. A couple of other roadrunners, one giant tarantula of all things. And in front of it, you do see a small sign that just says Jack Tin Boots, and it shows just a nice looking. The graphic shows a scorpion with little tin colored boots on each of its legs.
It's adorable.
Weird.
Josh.
And you guys enter in to Jack Tin Boots.
Woo.
The first thing you
Sure.
immediately see. It's like, welcome to Jack Tin Boots as it opens, and as Mitzi enters, I'm going to roll a dex save for her real quick.
Oh no.
It's a bar fight!
Oh, that's an... Oh, no. Okay, so as it does, you hear this loud, very masculine shout, pull! And a crossbow bolt accidentally gashes her across the shoulder as it lands on a target right near where she was entering. Ah, damn it! It's like, oh, shit, I'm sorry. Hear a shout coming over from, you guys can start popping your tokens in.
Righto.
Entrance is over here. Mitzi just got hit by... There's a chameleon lizard folk over against the far wall holding a giant-ass Van Helsing as fuck looking repeating crossbow.
Jesus Christ.
It's like, sorry. He's like, didn't know you were entering. It's like, oh, fuck, Cliff, why in the world would... It's like, oh, man, I'm so sorry, miss. You all right? So, like, keep that shit up and you're not going to be allowed to target practice in here anymore.
That's a
You look over and, behind the bar is a scorpion centaur.
I've
Awesome.
seen flumps. Alright, I've seen flumps. This is fine.
Oh, speak for yourself. Mitzi's kind of nursing her arm a little bit, blood kind of making her fur mat up a little. Like, hey, Jack. It's like, Mitzi, goddamn, has it been a while? You still riding out with your old band? Or, no, wait, I see these are some new ones. It's like, you hang up your swords? Nah, I'm in the carting and handling business now, Jack. Don't worry about that. You still got the little area with all the medicines and whatnot? I probably need to wrap that up. Yeah, you probably should, the chameleon shouts from across the room. Sorry again.
Tonka's gonna wave a fist at him and go, hey, why the fuck you aiming at the goddamn door? The target at the back wall.
It's like, there's a target thing right there. You don't see it?
I see it. Move it to the back wall, you fucking idiot.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Working
No,
on
it's right by
practice
the-
for this thing.
Right
Like,
by the goddamn
sorry.
door. Idiot.
Not many people come in here. You're the first customers in 2 days.
Then what are these NPCs then?
It's like, they've been here longer than we have. You actually see a pretty colorful assortment all around here. It's like the three right here are three gnomes playing cards. Couple different people all around.
Let's say, is there like any like empty mugs on the bar?
Oh, there are, yes.
Donk's gonna pick one up and hurl it just to the left of the chameleon dude's head.
It's like, you break that, you buy it.
Yeah, it's
Please
fine.
don't start shit.
Gotta Gotta make a point.
Not in here.
Oi,
Sheesh, no need to be childish about it, man. It's cool.
fucking plant
Should be all
fucker.
fine. I'll pay for
Don't be
whatever.
childish. You only fucking shot my friend.
Irana walks up to Mitzi and tugs on her arm so she can help her bandage it up.
That's all right. It's all right. I should have known that board's been there. It's just not many people usually use it. Yeah, dreadfully sorry about that, miss. Stepping up behind her, you see a very tall... This guy is taller than any other Minotaur you've seen. He is a African buffalo Minotaur
Ooh.
with very nice-looking goggles, and in his hands, he has a gun very similar to Tonk's. A little bit more refined looking, a little bit smaller. So, it's a nice piece you got there, son. Try not to hit my friend too much. He's helped me learn how to use it.
I ain't gonna shoot at him unless he does something fucking stupid.
Sheesh. Hold on, man. I got it. Kind of walks over and tosses a few gold onto the bar. So, like, rounds on me. So, you all right? Sorry about that. This thing's good at shooting things in a wide range. I'm working on accuracy. It's fine. It's fine. Ain't the first time. Oh, well, with that tomfoolery out of the way, Jack Tin Boots, what can I help you with? If you throw any more mugs, though, I'm going to have to put my foot down.
Yeah, it's fine. You're gonna drop it.
No, it's not fine, kid. This place doesn't hit all that many customers, and every bit of resources I have are valuable.
He's gonna drop 3 silver on the bar. Yeah, sorry about that.
Thank you. The pincers kind of come up and slightly scoot them below the counter. Okay. Anything I can interest any of you in?
So,
Say, room and board, preferably. I'll be staying in through the night.
In that case, drinks.
Alrighty then. That'll be... We'll go with 5 silver a pop for now. So, the Minotaur kind of sits down over there. His name's Malachi. Mitzi. What are you... And that over there, my friend with the exceptionally poor aim, is Clifton. Yeah, but you can just call me C. C Sharp, actually.
We'll call you C cunt.
I said I was sorry, man. Any further bones to pick you got, that's your business.
Yeah, I know. Just reminding you so you stay fucking honest.
I have yet to lie, but okay.
It's not what I meant by honest.
Right, okay
I
then.
was staying far away behind because this.
There's a bit of tension in the room right now, yes. And this is a tavern, not exactly an area you're comfortable in.
Fucking shot his friend. He's pissed.
All right.
He needs to calm down. He might start shit.
All right. Well, what brings you out this way, Mitzi? You haven't been this way in a while. Oh, had a job with these guys. Just met them the day it started, funny enough. Out in Rockfort. Wound up getting kind of crazy. What kind of crazy? It's like, I've seen plenty of crazy, he says, kind of shrugging with 4 different sets of limbs there, and as the stinger comes around and grabs an empty mug and hangs it up on a rack. Oh, crazy, even for you. Shit, must be serious then. You want to talk about it? See, that's what this place is for. I haven't seen you in a while. Want to catch up? Oh, don't worry about it. Just say it got a little real. That's all. What kind of real? If she don't want to talk about it, that's her business, Sharp. That's her business. Oh, besides, gotta work on my aiming anyhow. I'm not going to quite stand on the exact opposite end of the establishment, though. And he whips out his own gun. See if he can actually make a shot himself.
1 second.
Good call. Yeah, nope, he does. The gun kind of hums to life, makes a very similar sound to Tonks, and just boom, there's a singed little hole right there as the little target board kind of got dented in a little. It's like, finally starting to get the hang of this thing.
Got a nice piece yourself.
Yeah, noticed your little outfit you got there. Nice. You build that yourself?
Yeah, more or less.
Nice. Yeah, I whipped this one up myself. Found it underground of all this. I used to do a bit of work as a minesweeper.
How long have you been with it?
Oh, a couple years now. Not too bad. Been working on this thing. Bit of a baby of mine. Used to be pretty good with a crossbow. But I actually like this a lot better.
Quite a bit satisfying.
Oh, is it? Is it ever? Yeah, and you never let anyone else have a turn with it. It's like, you'll get your turn when you get better with the one you got.
Ouch. No. Tonk's gonna move over here and angle himself so he's not like directly shooting at any of his friends.
Righto then.
he's gonna go, well, I'm gonna give it a shot.
Feel free. Roll the hit.
On Mississippi to Mississippi, fuck.
Oh, yeah. Bullseye. Man, you are aiming so much better since you took that level in fighter.
Yeah, shocker.
All right, so yeah, you hit it square dead in center, and the cigar in the buffalo's mouth almost falls out. He just grabs it with his hoof as it slips. Just, god damn, son, that thing got some stopping power.
Yeah, blocked it off an airship.
Like, daggum, well, that is impressive. Let me buy you around, son. I want to hear. Bet you got some fun stories.
Yeah, no doubt. But you got some yourself.
A few. So, as you guys sit down and make revelry, Mitzi gets her bandage wrapped up. So, like, all right, I'm gonna go drop our stuff off in the back room. So you still got the rooms upstairs? Yep, it's yours if you want it. Righto then. She disappears back here.
Need help?
Sure, come along.
Yeah, I will.
All right.
I'm sure
As
if
you-
Mako wants to.
Imalko is actually going to stay put. She's kind of just wants to keep an eye on everything after those tensions earlier. She tells you she'll let you know if anything starts picking up. All right, now you get past this other bartender here, a little hairless tabaxi fella, and as you turn this corner, roll me a wisdom save.
Oh no. Thankfully, guys. 23.
Okay, yeah, you hear it. As you are turning around this corner, looking down this dank hallway here, you start to hear something. Come back to Amigos. Come back to Amigos. And it's coming from right here.
Wait, what?
And as you step into it, time stops. And you hear a little welcome back to Amigos. Wow, return customer. Welcome to our sister site.
Oh,
We're franchising. There's a little cloud of confetti appears.
Kara, have I not woken up from this dream yet?
It's the best kind of dream. Dream. How's my free sample?
It's. Kara holds up Extreme Convenience, which is now probably magically in her hands.
Yeah, it floats out of your hands, actually, and kind of goes over to this mysterious Flump's tentacles. Just kind of inspecting it. Ah, you met one of the prerequisites! Yay! Another cloud of confetti appears.
What's going on?
Everything's going on all at once, silly. And yet nothing at all. That's just how Flumper space works.
Flumper's face.
God damn it!
Oh my god.
You've acquired one of my free samples' hidden powers. Did you use it on anything cursed recently?
Maybe a were-rat? Or a rat king?
That explains it. Congratulations! They just keep coming out. There's confetti out of every single one of its tentacles right now. You're just covered in the stuff right now.
Everybody's gonna see her covered in glitter and go, "What the fuck were you doing back there?"
I don't know.
Don't be sad. You're now equipped to better deal with new dangers. Your tips are now made of another element periodic table.
Wait, what?
They're silvered, silly.
Okay.
Come back to Amigo some other time if you want. Our free banding.
Thank you.
I hope you see you again sometime. Let me know how the free sample's doing. We need good expand our service.
Amigos.
My soul power study.
And no, time hasn't stopped. Time hasn't started up yet. And then, very briefly. Oh, and did you see Espresso recently?
Is he the one that gave the bird the armor?
Oh yeah, you did see him. Good. I was wondering if that delivery made it. I like that bird. He's fun.
Aw.
Alright, well, with that, farewell, farewell, farewell. Away from Flumfer Space.
Oh,
Am I still covered in confetti?
You poof back to reality. Everything's moving. The confetti is on you, but only for like 6 seconds. Then it starts to burn away.
Okay, let's get to work. I have mass in that.
Imagine what? Mitzi just kind of walks over.
When I get to F10, I think I need to go see a clerical psychologist or something. I think I'm having a meltdown.
Say, oh, hon, it's okay. I know that whole thing with the eating baby stuff is hard, but
Oh, that and the Eli Bell and the monkeys and apparently I'm seeing pancakes everywhere.
pancakes. What's it? Meanwhile, we cut back to the bar. It's all like, and bam! Valor kind of just slams his hoofed fist down on the table, right between the eyes. Like, it was a good time.
Yeah, fucking sounds like it.
Yeah. Hey, not every day you get to go up against something like that. Cave fishers are nasty business. A whole swarm of them, whole nest down this ravine.
Oh, good lord.
Yeah, Underdark clearing out for the mines. Did a lot of work out in that town. Used to be a town east of here called Otzi. Y'all know about it? Bit of a hole in the wall, but lovely people there.
Great people. We were there when it fucking got turned to a lake.
Shit now, really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go into the story of the lakening of Otzi.
The
lake.
lakening.
Nice. I approve. All right, so. God damn. I haven't been out there in a while. The whole town was at the bottom of a valley. They must have found water below ground or something. Are they all right, though? Did O'Keefe make it out? He's an old friend of mine.
Yeah, he's at Ipton.
Oh, Epton, huh? Haven't been out that way in a while. I'm glad they made it. You guys talk like you were there for it.
Yeah, through the worst of it and the best of it.
Shit, Otzi used to get some customers. That explains why some of them are a bit more quiet now.
Well, maybe with some water down that way, could rebuild.
That's entirely true. Well, I have been operating this little corner side inn for a while to get people at the crossroads, but might be worth looking into expanding or moving out that way myself. Surprised you guys haven't asked about this whole thing yet, the lizard folk says. Like, everyone does. Usually, they only last about an hour.
Yeah, well.
He's gonna think for a minute and just squint, go, What color is his eyes?
The scorpion centaur?
Yes.
They're green.
Yeah, green's not quite normal.
The scorpion centaur laughs at that a little bit. So like, oh, you are no stranger to bullshit.
Yeah, a bit. Seen some weird shit.
Yeah, Jack's story is an interesting one. Moral of it is always check your boots every morning before you put them on. Though he looks down at all of you and realizes that of the lot of you, only the human actually wears footwear. So, like, guess that's not a problem for most of you.
Tonks will look down at himself and just pat his legs and go,
Human feet are hard to draw, okay?
I don't know if that'll work on us.
So, yeah, it's a bit different. I mean, most beast folk came about as a result of Fae bullshit, but yeah, I just happened to be the one guy that got unlucky and step on a cursed scorpion one morning putting on his shoes. Took a The worst part was the stinger coming out of my ass. But I realized it made for a pretty good gimmick. Might as well roll the punches. And that's how Jack Tin Boots came to be. And you actually notice he holds up a couple of his scorpion legs, and all of them have boots on them.
oh no. Oh, they're all cowboy boots.
Yes.
They all
With
have
spurs and everything.
Yes!
Are they fancy cowboy boots?
I've moved up to the bar at this point. Seems safe
Excellent.
enough.
This session is feeling like it's gonna be a long one.
Stop throwing fun characters at us.
No. All right, so.
Also, also as the Mako notices Kyra's change in mental state.
Oh yeah, no, but she did not notice the time stop. It just suddenly 1 second, you're normal and insta anxious. Poof. Poof's kind of over into the other room. Tarnation! Malachi shouts at that. It's like, oh, it's one of them there Fey dogs, huh? Neat. You're a fun lot. I like you kids. It's like, are you okay? Should I ask? Why do you... What is that smell? It smells like syrup.
I don't know. And Kyra says it's just nothing but, welcome to Amigos, welcome to Amigos.
Yeah. It's like, what in the world did you happen to you? You just turned a corner.
I don't know. I think I'm going mad.
Like, hun? Mitzi kind of reaches in and pulls this little slip of confetti out of your shirt. It's like,
I don't know.
what the? And then it just wisps away and disappears. God
Wait, you
damn.
saw that? So I'm not? Oh.
I was there. Wait a minute. The smell. Wait. Is it one of those there flump thingies again?
Wait, what? Wait, you know what they are too?
It's like we were all there in Carlyfield and that one appeared, huh?
Oh. So I'm not going...
No, if you are, then we all are. It's like, I wasn't there for that. What's a flump? You're getting the image of it now.
Yes.
It's like, what? I've seen lots of weird things, but what?
Now the realization that she's not crazy and the fact that fonts do exist is now fully hitting her. Oh god, they do exist.
Yeah, I've only read about him, but that was a real one, all right.
Oh. Oh dear. And Kyra faints.
Okay, Faith. Oh, no, oh, shit. All right.
Oh.
Ivako's kind of running around doing the nervous panic dog thingy.
Kyra.exe has stopped working.
All right, then. Mitzi just, oh dear, I'll get some water. He kind of steps on this. Jack, we got a fainter back here. Oh, shit, really? Hold on. Kind of goes over, uses his pincers to do a flagon of water and open it up, turns the crank, grabs it with a stinger and hands it back over to Mitzi. It's like, it's cold. It's like, thank you. Sploosh. And as the water hits you, more confetti falls out of your sleeve.
Kyra was just like, oh, I had a dream about Thompson. Excuse the confetti. Oh.
Like, hon, I don't know what to tell you. Apparently, some flumpy out there likes you.
Flumpy.
Kyra, are you alright back there?
I'm gonna need a moment to process this.
Yeah, apparently she saw one of those flump thingies again. The jellyfish we saw in town. Like, wait, what now? Alec kind of looks over. So like, yeah, I need to follow you kids around, clearly. The fun shit all happens to you.
Yeah, apparently it's his third time, I think. Screens or something.
Like, flumps? Yeah, you know, those weird pancake things in all the children's books. Never really had those out where I was from. Don't worry about it, none. So, what kind of work y'all do? Guild work, I'm guessing?
Yeah, work for the guild.
Just finished the job with them, eh? Well, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, don't expect all that much. They give kind of piddles for what you do. You're much better off going independent.
Was independent for a while.
like,
It's
oh,
fun.
were you? Who'd you roll with?
Yeah, it's a misbegotten of Don Fluffles.
Ah, never
Buffet.
heard of them. I rolled with a group called the Scale Mail Maulers.
Good name.
Yeah, pretty good. Run out east mostly. Nothing particularly dangerous about them, but mostly with reptile folk like ourselves. Here, he hands you a little insignia of them. You can roll an intelligence check for me real quick.
With advantages, wouldn't have Grosk's and Gargus mentioned them before?
Yeah, you have. But I'm not going to... But really, it depends on whether or not you paid attention. A 19, yeah. No, you recognize it. This is the insignia Grosk was carrying when you first met her. She gave to the frilled lizard folk you met.
You ever hear something about, I went, fuck, medium. Ah. You hear about someone named Grosk?
Oh, it's a pretty big unit, but how... That sounds like a lizard folk name, maybe.
Pretty damn big. Spoke broken common, really good draconic.
Not ringing a bell. Our unit was pretty big, spread out all through the east.
Bit of
We
a
did
cuckoo.
recruit a lot of lizard folk. I may have seen her and just don't remember.
Yeah, she's a bit of a cuckoo, but fun.
Well, I'll keep my eyes open. Either way, if you like, feel free to look us up sometime. If you ever feel the urge to get a little bit more risk and reward in your lives.
Get plenty of that.
I bet you do. All frankness, if a lot like you are in the guild, maybe it's not as stuffy as it was the last time I tried to join up with it.
Steffi?
Yeah, it had its moments. There's some fun folk, but there's a lot of paperwork involved. Well, usually you get a handler to handle something like that, Mitzi says. It's our job to make sure that all goes right. Just walks back around. I mean, yeah, you could, but it gets pretty fun going independent sometimes. No one telling you what to do, being free to do whatever you like. Has its moments. Lots of adventure.
At least the
Less red
backup.
tape.
You'll get backup when you're on your own. Just you and the unit.
Eh.
Some goes south, I can just call back, and if it's bad enough, I can get Thark. Thark comes around, it's solved real fast.
Thark. That's an interesting name. Never heard of anybody like that.
He's big, shocky fella, 4 arms. Fucking terrifying, but great guy.
Bullshit.
Now?
No, 4 arms now. Seriously.
Yeah. Fucking big as a house.
I might have to head on to Epton then. Seems like the guild's a lot more interesting since I was around. You do get the vibe this guy's pretty old. He's about the same age Minotaur-wise as O'Keefe. He probably was in Epton the last time before Thark ever joined.
So basically, Thark rebuilt it from the ground up.
Not too far off, potentially.
It's more
That
like he
and Red Eye
dragged it.
Reeves. Red Eye Reeves only joined in for leadership 20 years ago. You don't know it before then. Right, but anyways. So, yeah, fair amount of different guild folk come in through this place, back and forth. Some folk in and out of Epton, lots of others. But usually nothing too dramatic happens. And as he says that, the swinging doors of the saloon swing wide open, and in enters Case on to get to you. All right.
Casey?
Yep.
Crazy.
You are in. Drop your token over here at the door. Come on, where is it? Oh, no, I had it on the wrong tab. There we go.
Yeah, I can't help drag it over, so Vivi or
I got it.
does it.
There we go. All right. It opens and in enters another insect arachnoid centaur. This one with a tarantula for a lower body.
I have had a hell of a day.
Bruno. My ears are burning. Welcome back.
The usual, please. My throat. My throat is.
All right. So, yeah, as you guys are all sitting there, this thing is a very large abdomen. Like, kind of takes up a good chunk of seats there. Pretty much takes up that whole corner of the bar there. It's like, all right, coming right up. All right, what would Bruna's usual be?
Root beer in a wine glass.
Very nice. It's like, you're the only one who asks for these. Just kind of gingerly puts the wine glass down using his pincer.
Bruna downs the whole thing at once.
So any luck?
I'm afraid not. Did get caught up in a sandstorm.
Oh shit, yeah, those are bad around here. Keep getting worse too. Yeah, that drought's gonna claim everything before the end of it. Alright, now, as you guys continue talking, rather colorful new character entering into it, if any of you wish to say anything or whatnot. Because I guarantee you, I don't think any of you have ever seen anyone like this before.
Rana greets her because she's sitting right next to her.
Yeah, Bruno, you look down and there is a very tiny person.
Bruna looks around left and right several times. Looks down. Oh, hello. I did not see you there.
Get that reaction a lot.
Yeah, she's one of them there halfling folk. Ones from across the sea that only show up on occasion.
Halfling? What happened to the rest of them?
I'll have to ask her.
Lots of people ask that one, and we don't know.
My apologies. I am Bruna Riveria. I have spent the past several days chasing a bounty.
Really? Which one are you after this time?
Johnny Two Legs.
You all can faintly hear. It almost sounds like the strumming of a guitar in the air somehow.
Diddling.
This accent is easier than I thought it would be.
Good. Glad to hear it.
Does
All right,
Rana
so-
just feel compelled to take out her ukulele and play those chords?
Yes, it is
definitely.
a very, very powerful compulsion. It's like, I don't know why I
Your
did
father
that.
has trained you for this moment. Ryan.
It's like, I feel compelled. My talents are needed.
Born of the way of the meme.
The College of Memes. All right, so
Kyra's done out back.
all right, so you head back in, and the first thing you see is another large arachnid centaur sitting at the bar chatting with everybody else.
I just had another encounter with the Flump. This is nothing. This is fine. Just go sit down.
Yeah, Mako is with you, being the emotional support dog right now. There's lots of there's, arm pats, and good girls. All right.
Tonk's gonna kind of wave at bro.
Hey, who'd you say you're chasing? Jimmy Two Things?
Johnny Two Legs.
Oh,
Again, the
He's a
ukulele comes
notorious-
out.
One of the most notorious outlaws of the area.
description? May have seen him.
He is a cricket folk. Wears a tuxedo, regardless of how appropriate it is. His malevolent melodies can tear your soul from your body, or so the posters say.
Posters.
Cricket folk bard. That's beautiful. Love it.
Like, yeah, Johnny Two Legs has been swindling folk out of their money for a good long while. I'm glad you're finally going after him. It's about time someone put a stop to that rat bastard. Hey, well, we'll be happy to send you a tip at any point in time should we see him. Sounds like a right devil of a man.
Yeah,
All right.
here.
Kyra, roll me a perception check real quick.
Would Mako be helping me?
Yes, so you'll have advantage here.
Alrighty.
13, okay. You can faintly see this guy that's at the other end of the bar over here kind of fidgets just slightly as Bruna entered and the conversation was going.
Oh no.
Hey, Mako, did you notice that?
Like, notice what? Oh, I mean, you're all kind of weird looking, so. But then again, this is a place with a scorpion centaur as a bartender/owner, so spider centaur seems a little tamer almost by comparison.
The person who fidgeted in the behind us.
Hold on. Pet, 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 pet. She just kind of walks over. Heck. Plays the part of the dumb, very happy to see someone dog. Does the whole thing where she morphs her face to maximum kawaii.
Kawaii. Jesus.
And imagine the dog barking would get everybody else's attention.
Yep. All right, so.
Yes, that's fair. That's very nice. Very nice.
Good dog, good dog. And you notice a wooden arm going out and patting the... So, that's enough now. So, Imako stops and starts sniffing at him a little bit. So, wait a minute. Illusion magic. And she reaches in and she is going to go out on a limb here. I hope I'm right about this. And, yep, that hits. She bites down and pulls off a wooden arm. And this guy jumps back with lightning agility, landing right about here. Accidentally knocking over this unfortunate NPC here who was sleeping on the table. And the illusion drops, and it's a dead ringer of the person you just heard described. He's just missing an arm now. You see a cricket man wearing a tuxedo, a monocle, his antennae curled outwards almost like a handlebar mustache. They're curses, I've been found out!
Johnny Two Legs, we meet once again.
Ba-da-dun.
For the last time, Bruna. You'll never catch me with these 2 legs. With your mighty 8. Two the superior number. You have less chance of tripping over yourself.
Vivi, you're kind of roboting a bit.
Yeah, you're cracking just a smidgen.
My people overcame that weakness millennia ago.
That has remains to be seen. You'll never catch me with those 10 legs of yours.
And as he says that, Imako taps him over. It's my legs, both of them. I've got him.
Imagine she's just sitting on the center of his back.
Yep, she's got his legs pinned somehow.
Bruna's just going to pull a length of silk from her abdomen to hog tie him.
No, you'll never take me alive. You'll never take me alive.
And as he says that, I'm going to roll something for Imako here. Natural 20, damn. Okay. As it seems like this scene is resolving and everything, all of a sudden, Imako's ears just stiffen and she is instantly, all humor from the scene is gone. It's oh no. It's she jumps off, grabs Bruna, and teleports the 2 of them across the room. Over here, as he is screaming, "You'll never take me alive." Oh shit, I accidentally put them on both of you. I'll have to plop Imako back down again. Nope. Oh wait, never mind. There she is. Never mind. I didn't see that. As he says that, "You'll never take me alive" one last time, the roof just downright explodes, and then a huge cloud of dust clears, and you just hear a deep growl as this thing has crushed him.
The fuck?
Oh no! One of Kairo's nemesis!
Yeah, you see a giant 9-foot-tall ape-like creature that smells like brimstone, has multiple piercings all over its body, and just seems completely unaware of what it did, but it is actually, in the moment, locked in combat with something. A large winged serpent that is currently coiling around its arms.
Mierda, I was to take him alive.
Stop, snaky thing!
Shut the fuck up.
Wait, I've heard that voice before.
It starts grabbing furniture and tries to swing at the snake. And Jack Tin Boots just immediately cowering in fear at the sight of this new threat. Just, God damn it, not again!
Initiative?
Yes, roll initiative, guys.
Oh, it is time For the
Right,
initiative.
Casey, select your token and hit the initiative. You get to roll in.
Hold on.
Nice.
Jesus, Tonk, you've been doing good on initiative lately.
Yeah, it's weird.
Fuck!
Christ,
Emma
Louis!
For once.
I am trying to select my token, but it's not working. Send
Might
help.
have been because I dropped it in. I don't know. Hold on.
If you
One
just-
moment.
What did you roll?
I didn't roll yet. I was trying to select the token.
I got you. We'll just roll and I can add you in
All right.
if it doesn't work.
Did it work? Nope.
Natural 20, so she's first technically.
And I
Oh.
got a 6.
Nice. That kind of makes sense. Okay, let's add you in.
Also, Imako.
I will add her in and the bad boy. 6. Mako. Say 14 for her.
Just before Kyra, fitting.
Yep. 14 for her. And the big guy. Whatever this giant doom orangutan is. That is a 5. Nice. So he's going last. It keeps happening.
Not complaining.
Yeah, you guys shouldn't. All right, so just this huge cloud of dust, NPC starting to panic and running outside. The other bartender here runs into the kitchen. Like the 3 gnomes playing cards are still playing cards for a moment. This guy gets thrown over here. They're like, shut up over there. But, oh, fuck! They all take off together. They've still got their hands, though. They are not putting away the cards. They intend to continue this game when it's done.
Wow.
It's
Dedication.
clearly quite high stakes.
Fuck.
All right. And I will also roll for these two
Damn
as
it!
well.
I was about to win my first round of Gwent.
I've only been trying for 5 years.
Okay, that is a...
I'll show that Geralt of Riveria.
All right, so
The mental
Malachi
bastard.
got a 16, and Clifton got a 10. A 0.
Considering how many people are involved, what CR is this?
I'll tell you later. You keep asking. Same answer's going to keep coming. All right. 10. And above that. Nice. All right, yeah. Giant-ass devil monkey just dropped down right on top of you.
It's literally Kyra's worst nightmare.
Yep. You get the very strong smell of brimstone off of it, I will say that.
Literally Kyra's worst nightmare.
Yep. All right. It is Lumi's turn first.
Rock.
Catapult does not hit.
No!
All right. You grab a piece of... Oh, yeah, no, I know what happens. You grab a piece of the... There's no rocks nearby readily available, so it's a mug. It's a stone mug. You fling it, just pink, bounces off of its hide. It's like, hey, come on, I gotta pay for those. So like,
Stone is fine. It's not gonna break.
it's like, flimsy thing.
Oh. How dare. And I'm going to move somewhere. Because I am too close.
The ceiling is like 15 feet.
Well, I'm not flying because that's still too close.
Just letting you know for the sake of it, since you are a flyer. All right, you jump over the bar, move that way. All right.
That's good. That's good. I'm good.
Fun for space. For space.
All right. Bruna?
I am going to attempt to hit it with a web bolt and yank it forward.
Do it. Silk shot does not hit once again. Like, I'll just say in this case, you shoot out a strand of organic lasso, manage to snare around its arm, it just flexes it off. So like, as it's continuing to punch this giant snake.
Mierda, I knew I should have stocked on protein today.
You not swole.
Objectively false.
Well,
You're not slow like me. All right, so. And with that, it is now Tonk's turn. Unless you've got something else you're going to do.
No.
Monkey's an asshole.
Well, I mean, yeah, if you know anything about where it's from, it is very inclined to be a Chad job.
It's true. Very true.
This is the kind of thing that gives wedgies where it comes from. Anyway, that's all for that. Tonk, it's your turn.
Don't gonna move over here. Actually, here. And, see. Oi, Pussy Willow, catch this.
That hits.
Nice.
So,
Damn.
Okay, nice. Okay.
aiming right for his hairdo.
Oh, God, yeah. You hit him good, right square in the chest. Just knocks the wind out of him. Skids back a little bit, catches his fist on that table and kind of folds it over, knocking food and shit everywhere. And a few stray decks of cards. You faintly hear one of the gnomes crying over there about that. No! That was my pot! Alright, that is 16 damage. Nice.
I
It
knew
definitely-
Geraldo Riveria was trying to screw me over somehow.
Like, no, that was my rarest one.
Okay.
Alright, so you managed to hit him with that. That is a good sized chunk of damage there.
Considering the serpent thing is attacking him, I'm going to give it Shield of Faith to keep it from
Oh,
attacking other people.
Nice. Okay, yeah. Shalor, you suddenly find yourself with glowing spectral turtle shells floating around your body.
Fuck yeah.
Spectral turtle shell armor. Let's go.
Yep. He just kind of looks over at you and goes, boom, boom, tasty, I bet. And if that's all you're doing, then it's now Rana's turn.
Which one should I
Boom
do?
can hit.
Feed you all you want. Just open your mouth and I'll let you go.
Well, don't want it to run off with the snake already wrapped around it, so I'm just gonna hit him with one of these.
Okay. What do you say?
I don't think you're gonna be eating anybody over here.
You jackanape.
You jackanape, yeah. Thank you. I was trying to figure out the word I was going to use.
Jackanape.
All right, let me roll. His wisdom is... We'll find out. Oh, he fails the save. Disadvantage on his next attack, and he's just all like, hey, need no jackanape.
Do you even know what that is?
You just know me not jackanape. And then he goes, right, and the snake tries to start slithering out of his grasp, like, not done, snaky snake. Just starts getting back
damn
to
it.
punching it.
Me no jackanape, me jack tape.
That's good. All right, it is now Malachi's turn. So, like, nice shot, Brent. See if I can use one myself. He kind of props up the table and uses it as cover. And let's see if Malachi can hit with his own gun. Oh, nope. He did not roll high enough to hit, unfortunately, even with his pluses. It glances off the shoulder and kind of dings up into the ceiling, which thankfully was already pretty fucked up. It's like, God. It's like, that's all right. It's like, win some, you lose some. It's like, next round's on me, friend. And now it's Mako's turn. What in the world is that thing?
That's probably demon. Probably.
Judging by the smell, yes. Smells like ash. Say, maybe it's racist of me to assume, but still. Hold on. And Mako is... She's going to move over here, and she's going to hold her action.
Probably
Just
wise.
It's like, just in case that thing goes after somebody, she will try to teleport the NPCs closest by out of danger. All right.
Okay, so he's distracted by Shalur, correct?
Yes, at the moment.
So if I do a
There-
stealth, would that?
you could sneak attack without stealth if you hit him at this point, because there's some ally within 5 feet of him.
Oh, all right.
Now that we know the official rules and are squared on that.
All right.
Extreme convenience.
Hey, that's funny, Kyra.
Like, okay, yeah. Like,
Use it, dear sample. Go, my sample. Strike him down. down.
That's max, damn. That's plus the max.
yep. Nice.
damn.
Yep.
The snake
They-
attack.
Revenge for the other apes.
Nice. A 6 and a 1. That's very polarizing, but it works. So, yeah, you just faintly feel the touch of Amigo as you brace to use it. And you do notice, yeah, the arrowheads are now a lot shinier and more lustrous than before. They are now made of silver.
So I imagine the moment she puts it in, it changes to silver.
Yep.
Huh.
And yeah, he doesn't have a weakness to silver, but good lord, that still hurts him a lot. And it's a magical weapon, too. So,
Wait, if it's magical, would that mean it has a +1 or?
it's just magical by its own inherent nature of
Ah.
origin in this case. +1 is a boon that might come later. All right. Oof.
Ten
That
stealth,
that is too low. He notices you after that shot.
but damn.
So you're just standing over there at the table, just scrawny strawhead, shooty shoot good. It's like, look delicious.
No.
Oh no.
No. No. No. No.
To be fair, she's really not. She's full of rice noodles.
Like, bland and tasteless. Got it.
Oh shit!
Ouch.
All right. So with that,
I don't to be offended by that, but I really don't care.
Stand behind me, Professor. I will sate his hunger with a knuckle sandwich.
I'm not a professor. Never mind.
Take the compliment.
nerd. All right, Cliff's turn. He's going to get up onto the bar, cock his bow gun there, and just be
Mitzi's in the
neck.
line of fire.
Not exactly.
Also,
Oh,
she's
shit.
not on the rotation.
Oh yeah, you're right. She is not. I'll roll for her real quick then. Oh, nice, 17. Well, we'll make her go next then. All right. Yeah, he does roll the hit with that hit, so he's going to use his repeating crossbow. Now, see how many shots he can get off. Oof. Yeah, that's. Yeah, he manages to shoot off 4 shots, but 2 of them only hit. The other 2 just kind of get stuck in the far wall over in the other corner. And that will be...
One of them destroys another Gwent card.
No! Oh, double 4s. Okay, yeah, that's 8 damage. Slightly reduced. So, damn, this thing's built like a brick house. This will be fun to bring down. Another fun story for the lot, eh? Maybe time to show you I actually do have good aim occasionally. Like, still getting the hang of this thing, but, boy, does it feel good to fire. All right, and now it will be Mitzi's turn. Her onto the roster just so I don't forget it. 17 for the future. She'll go right in
Fucking
between.
barroom brawl.
Yeah, with the jockiest of all. All right. Mitzi kind of nurses her arm a little bit, tests the weight. Guess I'm only going to be able to use one. Pulls out a short sword and dashes behind him. So there's a flanking thing happening now. Which, even with that, that's not enough. She takes a swing in and the sword just kind of bounces. Saying, my good hand just had to get injured. So the fluffy kitties look tasty. Like, yeah, you wish, hon. All right. And now, Shalor, it's your turn.
All right. First, I'm gonna put down my own token.
Very
Wait,
good. I will delete the other one.
Let me move Let you delete that. There you go. All right.
Turn order there with a 6.
All right. So let me pull up my sheet again. Now, before I do anything, I'm going to cast. Is this proper spell? Yes, it is. I'm gonna cast Armor of Actus.
Ooh. Let's see here. 5 temporary hit points, melee, 5 cold
That's a-
damage. Nice.
That's
And yeah, you're right. It actually increases by 5.
Mm-hmm. So I have 10 extra HP, and if he tries to attack me, he gets 10 cold damage.
Okay, yeah, Tonk, you all notice those turtle shells have a little additional protection as all of a sudden he is coated in ice, weirdly enough, all over his body. Very spiny ice, and the feathers on his body turn into little spikes.
Ooh, fuck.
Mm-hmm. And now I'm going to get the fuck out of Dodge.
All right, you are grappled currently by him, so roll me in athletics.
All right, let me get my sheet back out. One moment. Athletic, there you are. Ah!
Would you believe that you beat him?
Wow.
At this point,
He rolled
I'd
pretty
say
low. Yeah, the ice armor, I'm going to say, just surprises him. Just, cold, no light cold. And you manage to slip away. You are no longer grappled.
All right, and I'm gonna go right here.
Nice. All right. There we
All
go.
right.
All right, and it is now the Jock of Devil Ape's turn. Snaky cold now. No light cold. Kind of looks around. It's like, lots of tasty options. It's regular buffet. Time for bangers and mash. He moves towards Tonk. Poor Johnny Two Legs.
The mash trick is on the floor.
Luna 8 Legs, avenge me!
His legs are just twitching over there.
Yep, all 2 of them.
Oh.
All right, the Balgora reaches out with its fists, swinging them at you, just big, meaty cinder blocks, and that is... Woof, that's a 17 to hit you.
Disadvantage.
Oh,
You're right, the disadvantage from Mr. Smockery, which that's a 12, so yeah, no. That does not. All right, next attack. That's a 19 on the die, so that's a 26.
Yeah, that hits.
All right, he manages to miss the first blow, still thinking about how he was called a jackanape. And with that fist, he comes in with righteous bludgeoning fury for, let's see, that's 12 points of bludgeoning damage as he just clocks you right in your turtle sternum.
Ouch. Okay.
And then with that, he goes in for a bite.
Ooh.
Oh,
These
he's using
big,
Corgrataxis.
gross- Yeah, these really grotesque-looking, very rotten teeth. And let's see, that is also, that's an 18, so shit.
That matches. Or, actually, yeah, it's over.
Okay then, shit face. Let's see what he does here. That's 12 points as well.
Oof.
Managed to get a pretty good hits on you. This thing is no slouch in the physical department.
No, Tonk's looking rough.
All right, now it's back at Lumi's turn. Tonk just got hit pretty bad.
Yeah, he did.
Oh no.
Oh no!
I gotta roll severity for that, I'm sorry.
Why am I so bad?
You used up all your luck rolling the nat 20 for the initiative roll.
God.
The other nat 20s you got before.
That's a 55. I'm just gonna say the spell fizzles out.
Damn it.
It starts going out and doesn't really get very far. No, here's what happens. As you prepare to use it, a cloud of confetti mysteriously pops up behind you. The spell kind of shorts out.
Fuck you, monkey. That's my attack. There you go. I'm done.
Alrighty. Better luck next time. Bruna?
You will spill no more blood while I am here. I am going to spend a key point and use Flurry of Blows.
Nice. One of those hits. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, I love it.
All right. Two of the spidery legs manage to just kind of bounce off its thick skin, but you soften up one point of him just enough to sink it in there and hurt him. Roll damage for that one.
Why do I click to roll damage again?
Click on the words Fist of the Spider Queen.
Hold on. Discord notifications blocking the button.
That can be annoying.
Yep, perfect. Okay, 8. Not bad at all. Yep. Yeah, you managed to get a really good hit in there. All right. Just, tiny leg hurt.
You are
Not
without
leg.
style as you are without grace.
He also has a fucking funny face.
He has a pretty fucked up face, but you know. All right,
That's
if
fair.
that is all you can do, Dog, it is your turn. This thing is right up on you. Bruna, did you?
I'm a change to shield, axe and shield, and changing weapons is a bonus action, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. Can I cast a bonus action spell as an action?
I'm afraid not. That's not the way it usually goes.
Shit.
I will say that, like, popping a potion I would allow as an action or bonus action, but
Okay. Well,
Sorry, I had to go help with groceries. What did I miss?
Tom got hit pretty hard.
got fit. You're not
Yeah,
looking
Tonk
good.
got, I know. I was there for Tonk.
Yeah, Ball's really having Lumi rolled in that one, and Bruna got one good flurry of blow, and
And
Oh,
then
no,
I made a
Lumi,
Donkey Kong joke.
Did Lumi hit Tonk?
no.
No.
It sorted out. She got surprised by a sudden burst of confetti for some reason.
Totally would have taken me out if she did.
You're fine!
No, a nat 1 is a nat 1, love.
I just find it funny how Tonk's the one hitting now. Things have kind of reversed. That's some dice for you.
Okay, so I guess I'll spend my action to attack.
Alrighty, that's what you choose.
Wait, I don't have a lot I can do that's useful. And now,
Well, let's see. Within the 5 feet. Not quite. Even with the 14, not quite enough.
nope.
Just falls short of it. You almost catch him, but he just kind of flicks the axe away. It's like, you gonna be tasty.
You going to be dead?
Well, I mean, we all die eventually.
Man,
God
I said
damn,
you're gonna
he's
be dead, you fucking pansy. Man, that hit harder than that. Bring it.
Jesus.
All right. Arana?
Okay, she's gonna move over here, and she really wants him to get away from Tonk right now, so she's gonna try this.
All right, then. Higher level, huh? Okay, damn.
DC 15.
Let's find out. Moment of Truthus. Nope, he fails.
Get
All
wrecked,
right.
Rufus.
That's 16
Rufus.
damage. Well, I mean, he is red. All right, 16 damage, not bad. Okay, yeah. How exactly do you do your spooky song?
It's kind of, I guess it's one of my flute ones.
No, you
makes
play
sense.
Weird Al song, and then he knows who you are.
You teach him the meaning of fear.
Yeah.
Like, the greatest feared song of our time. A song of ruin and death.
You see me rolling.
Come on it.
I'm playing white and nerdy.
Yes.
Way.
White and Nerdy is the herald of destruction.
It's like they see me mowing.
But for Allah.
Grabs at his ears in fear and starts moving away. That's 2 attacks of opportunity if you guys want them.
Yes, please.
Smack his ass.
Beat him down. Beat him down.
Oof, not enough from Tonk.
Nope.
Bruna, you can roll an attack of opportunity if you wish.
Casey?
Guess I
Oh,
Attack of opportunity. That hits. 5, not bad at all.
Also, don't her monk fist count as magic?
I think that's at a higher level.
That's
At
like a
6th level.
Yeah.
Yeah, level 6. All right, it moves all the way over here, just kind of cowering against the wall now. It heard the herald of its doom.
I like to think that she looks like Frodo does when he goes insane in the Lord of the Rings cartoon on Gollum that one time.
Jesus.
When she does this, as she's playing white and fucking nerdy.
Yeah, you just hear him faintly muttering, I don't want to just eat it.
Oh, amazing.
My homies don't agree that I look good in black.
God damn it.
Right. And with that, it is Mitzi's turn. Bonus action, she's going to pop a potion for herself. Cricks her neck, pulls out her second sword. It's like, much better. And she's going to dash towards him. That's, I think, as far as she can get. Not quite up to him. She is going to move in for the kill. As far as she gets, which means it is now Malachi's turn. Kind of cocks the gun again. Just, hey, let's see if I have better luck this time. Goes over to this table. It's like, you need to prop it up on some level, ain't quite right. And he grabs a few of the remaining cards and forms a stack of them and puts them underneath the barrel. It's like, no, you're mixing them up, damn you! Why are you all like this?
Because it's funny, yeah. Schmuck.
Schmuck is a racist term for gnomes.
Holy shit, I think it actually is. Cause...
Oh.
I think it actually is.
It is, yes, that's accurate.
Son of a bitch.
Malachi hits this time. Malachi hits this time. Let's find out here how much he does.
God damn it.
Congratulations, Shalor. Your first racial faux pas is not
take
cool.
my college sensitivity training.
No.
Oof. I had to roll 1s on 3 of the die. Let's
Ouch.
see. That is only...
Remember, for versus the intelligence gets added to the damage rolls.
Yep. So that's still 7 damage in the end. All right. Manages to get a glancing blow on its shoulder. It's like, no, I don't want to buy it on eBay.
And Marco, do you think you can knock him prone?
Maybe. We'll have to try. I don't know if I can get that close, but...
Then hold back. Let's just try to keep it at range then.
Wait, no, I can. I keep forgetting. I can do this both ways. And she teleports right up here, so out of range, and then the thunder goes off. So yeah, she just appears, and just boom. Long, big, loud, concussive blast, and the sound of a roaring heck.
The cards go flying.
Yep, they're scattered into the air now, just everywhere. And he fails the save, so that is 3d10.
Ooh.
Thunderstep's a powerful spell, but she can only use it once per day, usually.
Well, we were about to head to bed, so...
Yep. Let's see, where's my other d10s? I don't use them super often. There's one. Okay, good to go. These. Nice, okay. That's 17 points of damage from that, and he is knocked 5 feet away and prone. And
Ira is going to move 30 feet and going to hold her actions for when he gets up.
all right, cool. All right, cool. And with that, it is now Sharp's turn. Let's see if he's smart enough to know about the rules about the way prone is. Kind of moves up, gets down to where you'll have a clear line of sight. Nope, you can't get anywhere like that with a clear line and still have cover. So he's going to hold his action until it gets up as well and moves out of the range to where he'll hit Mitzi. And with that, it is now Shalor's turn.
All right, I have a question. If I
Yes.
use a spell, does prone affect that?
Oh.
If it's ranged, I think.
Range spells still apply with disadvantage, yeah.
Then I'll hold my action until it gets up.
All right,
But-
what are you going to hold?
I'm gonna hold an Eldritch Blast.
Oh, fun. The Warlock staple. All right,
Also, quick question before the turn ends. How high is the ceiling?
about 15 feet.
I shall fly up that high then.
All right, you were kind of hugging the ceiling now.
That reminds me, I got hit. I need to roll a con to see if.
Oh, yeah, for the concentration for the spell, yeah. Not enough. The
Nope.
Shield of Faith does drop.
Scheiße.
He's no longer
Yeah.
grappled, so
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he's got the ice armor, too, so
Yeah, it's more that I burned a spell on that.
yeah.
Mhm.
I only get 2 slots, man.
and it specifically kind of gonna hold it to where it gets either close to Mitzi or Mako.
All right, well, he does get up with his turn. He is still frightened. I believe the way distance keepers works is they get another save on their turn. Let's see.
Doesn't actually say. I think he's
And
just.
if you run it, she'll fire anyways.
Yeah, I will roll another save to see if he gets over it. Oh, he does not. He is still spooked. He's not going to move any further away from you, but he technically can't move all that much further towards you, so he's going to take a step towards the dog.
All right, Kyra fires.
Yep, roll
And
to
since
hit.
he's next to the dog, extreme convenience. Don't let me down, please. Damn
That
it, you let me
misses,
down.
unfortunately. Say,
One per customer, Master.
Thankfully, Shalora and the other guy have it.
yep.
Yeah.
Shalor
I'm gonna-
launch off an Eldritch Blast, and Clifton will attack as well. All right. Yep, that's clicking on the spell.
Oh, how do I attack? Sorry, I haven't really used spells to attack before. How do I do that in roll 20?
Should be listed under your attacks on the sheet that you can use, or at least go to your spell tab.
All right, I'm in my spells.
Then click on the spell.
I did, and that's
He
Oh.
put it in as just a spell slot card.
oh.
It says make
shit.
a separate attack roll for each being.
All right. Yeah, we'll just roll to attack and add your con mod, which is 3. So just roll a d20.
Or charisma
D20.
mod, you mean?
Charisma, yes.
My bad.
Sorry.
Okay.
Nothing natural 20.
Okay.
Oh, natural 20. Nice. Okay, yeah, roll that d10. I will
All
roll
right.
for awesome in a moment.
Rolling that d10.
Nice, plus 3. So 11 damage doubled. So,
22.
22. Now let's roll for awesome here. As this winged serpentine creature is floating up at the ceiling, its entire body starts to glow with this arcane light. And it just shoots out a burst of force that you actually recognize, Kyra, from your brief time that you used the orb against the Gru.
Huh.
It's a very similar wave of energy.
I'm imagining it's like a fucking soul spear from fucking Dark Souls.
Not far off, yeah. That's just a 27, so the damage still just doubles, but that's it. So 22 damage, that is still a lot, and he is not looking good.
That's what you get, you stupid son
Also,
of a
Kyra
bitch.
didn't get a roll for awesome when she rolled a nat 20 earlier.
Oh, that's right. Shit. Well, I'm not going to go back and retcon that.
Aw, shame.
If we did that over everything, we'd be here all night. All right, so anything else you're doing?
I think I'm good for now.
All right, then. His turn, still, technically, so let's see what he does to the Doge. Oof, that hits Imako, unfortunately, with one swing of the fist.
No.
Relax, she can't die. Let's see.
Why do I keep putting down the ones I need? That is...
Also, didn't the other guy with the crossbow, he had a Hulk, didn't he?
Oh, you are correct, yes. I have to keep up with a lot of characters in this fight.
Sorry, I'm trying to save my dog.
I hear you.
She can't die, though.
It doesn't hurt.
Doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
I know.
Have to save the dog.
Have to save the dog.
Only one of his bolts hits once again. Oh,
But they hit.
let's see. One of the bolts hits. That is just 5 damage as well. Not quite enough, damn it. Yeah, this thing is looking pretty weak. But,
If only I
Man.
could hit again, I could try to do something.
alright. That will be 4. That's, just 13 points of damage to Amako from the one fist. She definitely gets hit pretty hard. Next roll was a 2 on the die, so that one does not hit. Third attack. A second one that hits. Oh boy. All right then. Do I even still have? Is her?
He
Yeah,
has
there
40
it is.
health, I think.
She does, yeah. So that one is the bite attack. So it grabs onto her and bites her. Not a pleasant sight.
Kara feels that.
Yep. That is 11 damage on top of that. So not enough to severely put her near death's door, but oh boy, did that one. She definitely took some blows from that. All right, dog meat. Tastes green. No like. Kind of spits out white hair. Okay, with that, back up the round. Lumi?
Sure. I remember there. And then we're gonna do this again. Damn it.
Does not hit, unfortunately.
Didn't think
God damn.
So bad.
All right. Yep. Another stone mug. There's aren't enough rocks to throw at people here. All right. So,
Fine, we can fix them if they break.
all right, Bruna.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. I am going to attempt to hit him with another silk shot.
Does not quite hit, unfortunately. Still hits him. Same result as last time. He just kind of flexes it off. This thing is very strong.
This always happens to me when I'm under pressure.
All right, Donk.
Donkey Boy is going to move up onto the bar area, switch out to El Canino, and now that he's got an elevated shot, is going to try and hit Monkey Fucker.
That definitely hits.
Woo!
I'm so happy I can hit.
Yay!
Okay, yeah. How do you want to do this?
Right down the throat. Oi! Open up!
Whoa! Just this loud thunderclap echoes across the bar. Every
He swallows the
plate.
hole and imagine it just there's a pause before it explodes in his stomach.
Pretty much, yeah.
Wow.
So, yeah, but as this shot echoes out, every plate in the bar just slightly jumps up a little bit. This is the kind of thing like, I don't know, some filmmaker would really want to do. I don't know. I don't really say that. As it goes in, it just swallows it whole, just like, taste. And you can just visibly see his rib cage below him. Just kind of falls over. Dead.
Ooh. So, bleeding and quite hurt, Tonk's going to slump into a chair and go, Oi, fucking drink.
Hold on, friend. I got you. Gonna hand you a potion of... Yeah, let's see. Yeah, he'll hand you a potion of greater healing.
Oh, lovely.
So 4d4 plus 4.
That's
Okay.
Poor turtle.
Is everyone okay?
34 plus
I've been
Mostly.
better. And Mako kind of says that only Kyra hears. Nice.
Shit!
Holy
That's 18 health.
Damn, man. Just props. What the? Oi, the
good.
fuck was in that potion?
He pulls out the cigar and just kind of gives you a sly little chest bump. It's like with this hoof fist. So like roses of steel, you know, gotta look out for each other.
Pato says, "Hey,
Groff's not here, so
Well, unfortunately, here's the thing to note, though. As you're rolling this, the flesh starts to burn away.
ooh.
It's like Skyrim Dragon Death, that's an animatic, basically. It's all that's left behind are black bones. And you can remember, you saw these exact kinds of bones at Collyfield.
Oh no, it's a demon.
I had a
Indeed.
question
Indeed.
when the flesh burns away and everything is just a pile of shrapnel where the stomach is."
Yep. There's just a bunch of metal shavings.
Does a wave of
Same thing
orange
from
light
Cloverfield.
fly into...
No wave of orange light. You wouldn't want one of those from him.
Mm-hmm.
These are the same thing from Collyfield. I think this whole. Oh dear.
Oh, demons, of course. Shit.
And what are you exactly?
I am but a coatl. So,
Sup.
What's close to these? This is my day now.
You can roll a knowledge arcana, Kyra, if you wish.
I healed the Doge.
14. Okay, yeah. Even with
Gotta
that,
be aware of them.
it's like you've heard the word before, but you don't remember what from. It's a slightly higher DC because texts about the world his character's from are not easily found. You have heard the term before. You're not even entirely sure
If
what
only at
it
a second level in Wizard, then I'd get advantage on everything.
Give it time. Was that thing how I have a lot of questions. Mitzi kind of looks over at the burning bones over there, which have not singed the wood flooring at all, thankfully.
Well, we should bring back something for evidence, but on the other hand,
Grave the skull.
considering what happened at Collyfield now,
Well, as long as you get it to a cleric pretty quickly, I think it'll be okay, but
and we're inbound to Epton immediately, so we should be.
yeah. Afraid your folks are probably gonna have to just head straight on, as that thing just crashed right through my bedrooms upstairs.
so that explains the beds I saw.
That thing, man. The lizard folk just kind of slumps around over the counter, putting away his big ass crossbow. I should mention he's like, maybe half Tonk's height, kind of hunched over. The crossbow's almost as big as he is.
We need,
God
either
damn.
way, we need to bring this back to Epton and tell the guild about this because it's apparently getting worse.
They really are starting to spread out. Roads are going to be a lot more difficult to traverse now.
Either way, I don't think this whole establishment is safe anymore.
If what you're saying is true, serious in the first thought, do you require
Actually, I think you
assistance?
should tell them what happened to Collyfield. I know it's trying to keep under wraps, but
Yeah. Honestly, we probably could use some assistance, miss. Mitzi just kind of paces over. We, are kind of down a member at the moment. Had a big old lizard folk that was real good at handling a lot of the physical things we needed, but she's up and gone for now. No idea where.
Then that Hidori is at your service.
So you can count me in on that, too. Malachi kind of paces over. Figured you could use another good set of hands. Besides, Epton sounds like it's a lot more fun than it was back when I was last there. I want to give it a look.
and it, yeah, right. So let's get
Hey.
everything together and let's get the move on as quickly as possible before more
Righto
things
then.
arrive.
Malachi Bostock, at your service. He kind of paces over, gonna roll athletics for him. He's not the biggest dude, he's a little old, but still, that's still a 19 on the die. So he kind of starts hefting up some of the bones, which weirdly enough are still kind of stuck together. I'm going to make him roll a wisdom save real quick. Oof, that is a 4. It's like,
Oof.
Oh, hell no! He just kind of steps back a little bit. Just don't touch that shit.
Well, if we don't do anything about the corpse, it's gonna come back.
Mm-hmm. Very
My
best.
silk provide assistance.
All right, then. I'll see if I can get a cart brought around. Looks like I'm gonna probably have to go to Epton too until this stuff's all cleared over.
Kyra explains what happened to, helps Mitzi explain what happened to Caulifeld.
Goddamn, Collyfield was what now? So, never been out that way, but that is a fate I wouldn't wish on anybody. And
Not
now,
many of you, but I think Eli Bell's involved.
fuck, you hear the lizard folk kind of mutter under his breath. Nowhere's safe anymore. I think I'm gonna head back east. At least out there's not fuck off desert everywhere, and usually more work to be found around the Argarin port. Here I thought we were gonna be sticking together. All that stuff you told me about what you were gonna be doing. Hey, I think you're on your own, friend. You are choosing much more frightening company than I've got patience for or capacity to understand. See ya, and he just kind of sidesteps out of the door.
Lightweight.
Fucking get.
Misjudged the man, clearly.
Okay, a snake. Okay.
Do not
What
judge
is
him
your-
too harshly. Not everyone in crisis.
What is your name again?
I'm Sherla. Hello. Hello.
Have I heard? Did he tell us his name earlier?
I don't think he did.
Nope.
Don't think we asked either.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're dicks.
I mean, he was. I mean, a couple of you guys thought he was insane.
Hey, you guys have to think about that stuff if you want to learn it. You want to learn it.
Mm-hmm.
Mako just kind of is nursing. You healed Imako a little bit, yeah?
Yeah.
Yep.
7
then
points.
she's good.
I
She
did.
is good.
I gave a potion too.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, she's looking a little better. First, still got some red stains on it. You smell a lot like that thing, but also not. Where are you from?
Oh, I am from the Infernal.
Everyone just looks at it, at him.
Since everyone's silent, he's assuming that he needs to say it again with more dramatic flair, so he goes, "The Infernal!"
That is an entire plane. Could you be more specific?
That's hell, where that thing is from, and what killed the entire town, and what drove the Fae from their home. And what I think the Iron City worshipped.
Wait, you a fucking demon?
Nah, they're pricks.
Yeah, seems trustworthy.
Yeah, it's legit, I guess. All right, what are you trying to find? What are you trying to find out?
To rack her brain, because this is like, wait.
Okay, yeah. Again, text about the Infernal Realm is difficult to come by. The last time anyone was over there was 2,000 years ago, so... But you do vaguely recall the information you had learned about it from what scant writings there were. That there were there's kind of a dichotomy in that realm. A place of light and dark. There were demons, but also beings called Celestials. Kind of arch enemies of theirs.
I think he might actually be a celestial.
Ding, ding, ding! Right on the head.
Well, whatever he is, he seems to be alright if he's fighting demons with us.
Well, either way, if he's a celestial, then he definitely needs to come with us to Epton. He has...
Yeah, I'm thinking that you might be the best proof there is, or... thinking about it, what do you know about all this, about how the demons came through? If you're here too, then...
Yeah, there are a ton of other guys. It's kind of a mess. Just a smidge. Well, more than a smidge. A whole big mess.
Well, the entire town is dead, so I imagine that is quite a mess.
Mm-hmm. And plus, more guys are coming through. Open gateway.
Right?
Open gateway.
What was Bell doing? If he was he actively trying to summon a horde of demons?
I
Why'd he
don't know.
kill him then? Maybe they were
Either
the wrong
way.
kind.
Either way, it was a great opportunity for me. Fucking place was going to hell. Literally. Hell squared.
Hell squared.
Good line.
Well, anyways,
Ah.
let's get a move on then before this guy comes back or he has more friends coming around.
I'd
I
rather
saw
not
Baller
repeat
Demon
that.
Skull. I saw a Baller Demon Skull back in Colleyfield, and I don't want one of those, or a Bone Devil, or Bisasha.
I'd rather not repeat that, yeah.
Makes me wonder if CK made it back to town okay. He was carrying a lot of their remains. Well, I'm sure we'll find out.
Alright, let's get a move on then.
But
So do you
yeah,
like
if you
skeleton
wouldn't
here,
mind,
or-
I want to make sure we get your permission and whatnot, but you wouldn't mind coming along with us, right? I'm pretty sure you could provide some insight into this whole demon shenaniganry that no one else could.
Sure. Beats staying out here. It's fucking barren. Just sand everywhere.
Yeah.
Ah, sand. Rough, coarse, gets everywhere.
God damn it.
I hate it.
Yeah, well, our world's gone to hell too. Storm God died about a score of years back, and now everything's a desert.
Ooh.
Just getting bigger. No rain for a long time. And I can say from this, Shalor, you have no idea what rain is.
Yeah. Rain. Is that a type of bread?
Kara pulls out a glass of water. This is water. Rain is when it falls from the sky.
Gasp! That's amazing. All we have where I'm from is just brimstone raining from the sky.
Sometimes it is solid when it falls.
Really?
That's called snow. It's cold.
You won't see much of it around here, none, though. Anyway, so sorry about all this, Jack. I know how much this place meant to you. It's fine, it's fine.
Well, I'll put a good word in for you, Agni and Euphrates to get you a new establishment.
We'll see.
Okay, I know where O'Keefe is, so I can probably help you find where his establishment too.
Oh, shit, dog. O'Keefe's still there. You're right. You said that. Man, I gotta pay him a visit.
O'Keefe currently has a new establishment on the current floor where we have our establishment. Most of the Otzi refugees are there.
Shit, dog. Well, I am definitely tagging along with you kids then.
Yeah, happy to have you.
And Tonk's also going to turn to Bruna, smack her on the shoulder. Hey, happy to have you too. And happy to have you, little snaky fella.
Nice to be here. Happy to be here.
Yeah. Epton's a mighty pretty city. Just gotta figure out what to do with the body here. You're from the same realm. Couldn't you touch it?
Yeah, probably. I need hands, though. Hold on. And he casts change shape.
All right. He just kind of shimmers and glows, and poof, on the other side of the room, he disappears, and now that kobold from earlier is standing right there.
Oi!
Oh, Jesus! Jesus!
Fucking owe you a beer.
Fuck yeah. Can I get now?
You were fucking with us the whole time.
Well, I might have to charge you for it, but gotta
Tom's
get
gonna-
started on reparations somehow.
Tonk's
Sure.
slapping, a full, like a 5 gold on the table.
Kyra gives him 20.
20. Okay, yeah, you can get. It's like, all right, good. I'll break out the last of my good shit then. What a good way to say farewell to the old place.
Kyra's like, this is not for me to drink. This is to help you get going. Since
Yeah, he needs help.
Kyra doesn't drink.
He breaks out the good shit, hands it all around to everybody who wants.
I will say with that, you will all get, since this is really good and there's not really enough of it among all of you to really get hammered off of it, I'm just say that you'll get a +2 to any charisma based rolls for the rest of the day, those who drink.
Schwanky.
Nice.
Nice.
It's good shit and it's good for morale.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Kind
So-
of the teetotaler, so.
It happens. Adrians have a history with drinking and prohibition. All right, so with that, I would say that you're able to get at least the skull, Shalor, and touch it without any problem. And you can put it inside of the bag of holding that Kyra has.
All right. So I get the bag. Get in this fucking bag.
I don't think we should put it in the bag because, well, we have a ship
Bruno
there.
will
We don't want it to
quickly
corrupt.
weave a small cloth to wrap it up in.
All right, cool. It's like you have it in a little cloth cocoon now. It is ripe for desiccation if it had any flesh on it.
Or-
Oof. Wow. What were you trying to find out?
I was like, do I know any rituals or anything to like bless with holy water or some shit?
No. No, you do not.
Have you tried feeding it blessed noodles?
Maybe virgin blood or something.
How about no?
All right.
If it is necessary, I
Fine,
can
job.
spare some food.
All right, so you guys all gather up. The remaining people that were staying at Jack 10 Boots decide to come along as well. You guys go outside and find Statler and Waldorf and Alfie and all the others still just kind of corralled out there. Statler and Waldorf are talking to all the other mounts, trying to have conversations with them.
Oh.
Kind of a, and then we. Oh, hello! What'd I miss? You guys are making an awful lot of racket in there. Someone start a fight?
Demon, actually. We are heading back to Epton. Shit got real.
It's like, damn. It's like, never a dull moment with you lot. So, we.
I need a vacation.
Good luck with that.
Da-da-da-da-da-da. And back to the main map. It's a little bit of a larger party. It's a little bit of a longer trek.
Head straight to Epton, no rest.
Yep, you guys are going to be moving as quickly as you can. It will be a long trip. You will basically be riding completely through the night, so everyone's going to take a point of exhaustion for it.
All right. So Laura's going to have transformed back into his neck form.
Yeah, you can fly, so you're fine. I would say the
If anyone is
exhaustion.
tired, I can carry you.
Yeah, as you find out, Bruna actually is very fast on the. She's keeping up with the Roadrunners pretty well.
Fucking monks.
Yep, Spider Monk.
Yeah, I think
Does whatever a Spider Monk do. All right, so you guys move on. You notice Malachi is actually the one who came in on the R. Because, of course. And, I mean, yeah, that's the equivalent of a human riding on a gorilla's back, but, yeah, no.
You ride what you got. We get it.
Yeah.
You guys go
Or
pound
those
on you.
folk riding a dinosaur's back.
Yep,
Fair.
pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much. It's completely fair. You guys get on. A little ways into it, you start to notice it's the same road that Racco 4 of you down the first time you came to Epton, and you were treated to the same view as you come in as the sun rises.
Alright,
It's a familiar sight.
alright.
As you approach, get closer to the gate, the first thing you immediately feel is that cool, inviting breeze.
Oh, thank God.
After a few days out in the desert and several days out in the middle of the humid woods, yeah, it feels pretty great. As you get closer, Statler and Waldorf, especially as you reach the gate, golems step out and bar their way from entering. It's like, oh, hello there, friend. Are you constructs like ourselves? Oh, you're not talking, you're moving.
I
That's
need
cool.
to talk to someone. Agni, some.
Yeah, we gotta get this
Is there
shit
anything-
sorted out.
Mm-hmm.
Try to talk with the golem. Like, we need another demon attack. Can you get somebody in?
Why do you? Hello, you kind of cut out for me there a little bit.
I'm trying to say, I was like stammering. Like, we need to talk to someone because another demon attack, and she shows a skull.
I will roll. Okay, you show the skull, then yeah. One of the golems turn to look at each other, and one of them immediately disappears into the wall. A few minutes pass with no real news about it or anything, and let's see what happens here. Who's going to show up? That bit of news. Okay, yeah. After a few minutes, you do see the form of Agni Studden walking towards the gate at a pretty quick pace. As I live and breathe, you all are just incapable of staying out of the front and center of something. You.
We were just staying at an end, and then all of a sudden a giant gorilla demon thing attacked, and it was fighting points of Shalur.
Hello.
It was
In the
Fighting a
background,
kobold.
Irana just shrugs.
Also, apparently the Baron of Fort Limburg was actually a rat king. Who knew?
Oh, okay, you're gonna have to slow down a little bit there.
It's been a long few days.
Clearly on all of our counts, but you're back, and he looks back at Statler and Waldorf, and I'm gonna need an explanation for that.
Kaya presents her report.
Jeez.
I've had quite a while to write this.
It's clearly, I've even got notes in the margins.
She cited her sources very well.
Yes, she does her work, does her research. All right. All right. The dragon statues are a little disconcerting, but I assure you we mean no harm, sir. Statler brightly speaks up. It's like, this city's quite lovely. We've never seen anything so massive. It's like, you may want to work on your guard systems, though. I'm not sure exactly what they are. They're crude and misshapen and don't really talk, so... Got some improvements there. Might work on that. Yeah.
Is one of the golems still there?
Yes.
Oh, it's sad.
You do faintly see the face start to droop a little bit. It may be from the heat of the day. It may not. Say.
Irana pats his back and says, I like you.
Oh.
The face kind of reforms. So, picked up some new faces. They were just the lizard folks not here.
She had some issue. She ran into an old friend. She'll be back, she said.
All right, fine. I'll trust you on this. Motions to the golems and says something in the primordial tongue.
Which Kara understands.
Now, anyway.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Basically just tells them that it's kind of like an override code in a way. And they both go into attention, melt back into the clay walls of the city. Say, all right, come on. Think with all the news you've got here, there's quite a few people you're going to have to meet.
Oh, I would imagine.
I didn't expect things to go down the way they did, that's for sure. Wasn't sure how long you all would be gone. Your job go okay?
Well, apparently the thing that taken town was Myconid, and apparently it was because they were trying to peacefully stop it because their children were being made into cheese, and half the noble population of Fort Limburg were rare rats.
Oh, I just cannot trust you guys to stay out of trouble.
Would you fucking like if the rats went on unshot?
Also, there was a lost dragon city there too.
Yeah, I read as such.
Sorry, I'm running on no sleep right now.
We all are.
Yeah, clearly.
No sleep right now.
Hand me that skull there.
Kara hands it.
I'll get this over to the clerics, to the clergy, see what they can do about it.
Did you get the rest of the...
Yes, as a matter of fact. You all might want to go pay Hatchet a visit at some point. Things got a bit weird.
Oh. Weird?
Like fusing into a Roadrunner weird?
Oh, you'll just have to see for yourself.
Okay.
You're not the only one who's running very little sleep right now. I don't think I have the energy to really go into that craziness.
Okay.
Come along.
Okay.
First things first, we'll get you to the guild, get your proper reward, and then Agrona's gonna want to know pretty much every single thing about that city.
Oh, I imagine she would.
Is that the golden half dragon you mentioned?
Yes. Yes, that is.
Sweet.
I see them picking up the modern lingo.
Sweet.
They've been paying attention.
This is what the kids say today.
How do you do, fellow
Oh.
youths?
Most
Yeah, and so as you guys are walking down the very, very pleasant temperatures and conditions, it's like enjoying the very nice feeling of that city in the middle of that desert. You see a few faces passing by, some tabaxi, a couple of genasi, and all of them are looking over at your odd-looking retinue, and any dragonborn that pass by, their jaws just straight up drop. As you guys get over to the guild, you enter into the Cedar Grove. And pretty immediately you throat's getting a bit dry. Let's get a drink here. It's a little more sparse than the first time you went inside. A lot of people seem to be out and about on jobs at the moment. You don't see any of the super familiar faces or any of the louder personalities that you saw the last time, but you do see Red Eye Reeves over there sitting at a desk filling out some papers. 49 group. You lot are back, eh? Brought some friends, I see. Miss Riviera.
Hello.
Any luck on that bounty you took?
Sadly, I am dead.
I imagine she just took a leg as proof.
I brought a piece of him to confirm the bounty, but sadly I got hungry on the way over.
Well, at least you took the one thing he valued in the before he died.
Jesus.
I did not mean to be so cruel, but thank you for that.
Oh, Johnny Two Legs was an asshole. The world's better off of that.
Mhm. And now he's mush.
Well,
And
she
kind
didn't
of,
kill him. It was kind of a, well,
An
cannon fodder
accident.
of a giant demon ape.
Yeah, I heard.
The person who originally filed the report was apparently one of the masterminds behind the whole operation to begin with.
Let me see your report here. Mitzi? Mitzi kind of steps forward. I'll take over from here, hon. They managed to get it all done. They technically did fulfill the conditions of the quest. That just happens to be the most boring and mundane part of everything that happened. Yeah, I see that, looking at Statler and Waldorf and Shalor and pretty much everything else. So what all did you encounter out there? Onion Wood's actually a pretty dangerous place.
Kyra reaches in her bag and presents the Piasta's head.
Fucking hell.
He tasted a little gamey, I'm not gonna lie.
That is draconic, I think. Don't actually know that much about them.
I think Miss Agrona would want to see this first.
I'll let her know about
Called
that.
her a filthy half-breed, so I'm pretty sure.
It spoke.
Yes,
Mhm.
it was kind of an asshole. It wanted Lumi there to be its grubbing slave.
She took exception to that.
We all did.
Threatened to burn down the local town. Also, it was a part of a whole lost dragon city. Wasn't a part of it. I mean, it was a, as these describe, a. What'd you say? What is it? Well, she was Statler Waldorf.
Say again now?
What do they call him? A moocher or
A squatter.
a squatter? There we go.
Like,
Squatter,
we were
there we
being
go.
polite. We were being polite with that descriptor, I'm afraid.
That's why we ate him.
Wait,
We also mapped out the entire woods too.
Yeah, that'll be helpful. We'll see what we can come up
Also,
with. with that.
met a friendly night hag of all things there.
Okay, slow down. Slow down.
It's all in the report.
Yeah, I'm clearly going to need to read through this a fair bit, but,
She was quite
okay.
sweet. She was quite a sweetheart. Kind of wanted to actually know people instead of eat them.
She made a nice
All right.
soup.
All right, then. Well,
Although Fort Limburg might be in a bit of chaos now.
Ha ha ha.
Well, fortunately, the details of the quest entirely did pertain to getting the cattle back, but so for that and that alone, that's all I can really rightfully reward you for, but pretty sure there'll be other people there to cover the rest.
It's fine. It's the fucking job. We did the job.
That you did. All right, it wasn't the biggest of contracts. It was just a 500 gold reward full flat. So that'll be divided amongst yourselves. Hold on one moment. He just kind of gets up, takes a sweet time doing it. He's a very old. Kind of gently strides back behind the counter, comes back with a little pouch. Like, enjoy yourselves. And let me see. There's got to be something else to throw in here. Ah, here we go. And he pulls out a pair of boots.
Mhm.
Drops them down. Like, nozzle tap.
What?
You'll find those pretty handy for those of you who are of the sneaky sort.
Ooh.
Uncle, poke one and identify.
They are boots of false tracks.
Ooh.
nifty.
Basically, they leave the opposite footprints of what they should. You
What?
step down heading one way, the footprint's going to look like it's going the other way.
Oh, that's dickish.
You'd make a hide behind's head explode.
It's trying to follow you, then it looks down, it's like, what?
Nothing makes sense anymore. Up is down. Okay. It would just fade from existence, I'm pretty sure.
Thank you. So I imagine the 500 gold we're just gonna split between the initial 5-man party.
Yes, that's usually the way it works. If you ever want the rest, I'm pretty sure Lady Gloomgold will be a lot more generous about some of this news.
All right.
Tonkel split his share between Schiller and Bruna.
Same here. They did help us
cool.
kill a demon.
Much obliged. Much
Appreciate
obliged.
it, friends.
I'm not
Right.
exactly hurting for gold, so it's not going to bother me any.
Yep. All right. And as you also notice as you're entering in, Malachi is kind of hanging around in the back looking around. Definitely taking in the sights. You don't know if he's been into this guild before or not, but he definitely likes the look of it. Think I'll hang around here for a bit, see about getting some stuff started.
Tonkel direct him in the way of the test dummies that you can fire at.
Excellent. Break anything off the walls, you buy it. By the way, it's kind of a custom here in the guild, but your first big kill that's a trophy, we offer to taxidermy and preserve, make it into a mounted thing for free the first time. It's a big deal, after all. If you like, we can do that for you.
Well, I suppose this thing would probably do.
Before you give it to them, can I have a taste of it? Listen, they talked about eating it. Now I'm curious. I need
Here,
to
have this
know.
ration instead. It's better.
We made rations
Have
out of it.
You did make
Oh,
rations
yeah.
out of his meat. You'd have a few left.
Oh yeah, thank
It
you.
is greasy and gamey, but it's food.
This is awful. He says while continuously eating it.
Oh god, it's the worst thing I've ever had.
This is shit. I'm gonna throw up any second.
How do you people live like this?
You guys are weird.
His tail, a claw, and his head.
I'm keeping the tail. I got plans for that sucker.
Yeah, just the head, I think, will probably be good. Boy, oh howdy, though. That's an impressive first kill getting a Dragonoid. Like, not too many of those pop up anymore. Last one was 350 years ago, I think. Mostly it's just wyverns and whatnot. We'll be happy to get that one there. You can put it in your own home, or you can hang it up. You can that offer stands at any time you like. Usually, we like to have each team have something representing what they did. It's our tradition dating all the way back to, he points back to the enormous horned humanoid creature that's in front of the doorway. It's like ever since they killed old Humbaba back there.
Fuck.
Very first kill in this guild's history. Long ass time ago. Back when a lot more magical things walked the world.
Having a dragon's head up in the guild hall would be interesting, but it also our museum, so it's like I think we should take a vote on that later on.
Up to you guys. If you ever run out of room and want it moved somewhere, feel free. We will take it.
We also have the taxidermized Gru down there too.
Yep. That's an interesting one as well, but you
You
got that
always
before you
just-
start working for us. That's up to you. You can decide anytime. Don't worry about it. Just saying the option's open. We will treat it and turn and properly taxidermize it for you, though.
Mhm.
Don't have to charge.
We could always do kind of a port time deal. Hang here for a little bit, bring it back to the museum. If people want to see it better.
Let's cycle out with something else.
Yeah, if you run out of room and need to swap it up or something, sure. That's up to you. Well, I see you've picked up a couple new faces. One's no longer here. Did your lizard folk friend leave?
She met an old friend that was sent by Gargus.
Really
and
now?
apparently something happened and she left for a bit. She said she'd be back, but
Well, that's good to know at least.
I am told they need her to direct a play.
Fascinating stuff. Well, Gargus has always got his own things going on. Definitely got his own agenda, regardless of what he does here. He always takes bounties, but doesn't bring them back too often. Usually it's just anything that gets him out east. Well, I hope they figure out what they're after. So, what do I do with you? Looks over at Shalor.
we need to bring him to Agni first of all, I think.
Hmm.
Since
Tonko.
he is kind of needed for explaining.
Pat him on the side. He can room with us until he has a better place.
I haven't quite seen a winged snake like that before, but no, actually, on second thought, I have. It's just been a while since he popped out. I think Lady Gloomgold will be very interested to see you.
Oh dear.
Ooh.
Anyway, if that's all you need, you can leave the head here with me. I'll have a place.
Well, I think Lady Goombo might want to come down here to see it, but
Well, I think she'd rather not see it while it's, on the early stages of necrosis.
that's fair. I kept
Yeah.
it preserved as long as I can, and that.
Yeah,
Ah,
it's a
but-
little drippy.
You've been dead for a week. It's amazing it's not just bones and bug meat by now. If
Yeah,
it
but
weren't
isn't
for
it
that
in, like,
refrigerator.
isn't it the bag of holding?
Yeah, it is, but that's the only thing that's kept it in one piece. It's not rotted yet. If it had been a normal bag of holding, I'd have said that thing would not be usable anymore. But it still looks good. It could still be used.
Nice. Nice.
All right, so with that,
Kyra's gonna look at the bounty wall and look at Buttons Delgado's name. Has anything changed with it?
there's a couple more knives on it.
Are they all Dragonborn knives?
A few of them, yes.
Any other names that you'd recognize that got recently added?
You do see Johnny Two Legs, but the blue dragonborn behind the counter is taking him down. Beyond that, no. You don't
that
see
bitch
much
is-
anything new.
Oh, that cunt isn't on there yet. Ugh.
Okay, so is that all you guys doing in the guild?
Yeah. I want sleep, but I imagine we need to talk to some people first.
Mm-hmm.
It is the middle of the day, so might want to at least wait until evening so your body clock doesn't get too thrown off.
Yeah.
Yeah, what are... Yeah, it's not like we know anything about that, Newt.
Oh,
Look you!
Shade thrown, shade thrown.
Don't throw shady.
yeah. What I do? I don't want to hit people with my
Anyways,
body.
I suppose you try to go see the higher-ups and whatever.
As you guys make it out of the guild, you see Agni standing there. You actually see Euphrates has come up and joined him as well. Like, oh, good, you kids made it back. It's like, Ag's here. We were in the middle of a meeting when he suddenly ran out when a golem came and talked to him.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Oh, don't worry about it. It's fine. It's clearly pretty important, looking over at Statler and Waldorf. So, like, why does everyone keep doing that? It's not that weird. You look weird to us.
I know, right? Fucking weirdos all
I don't
around.
think anybody has seen you in over a few hundred years.
I know what you are, that's for sure. You all see this woman that looks like she's an ice sculpture, wearing very long, flowy clothing. Very muscular torso and all that, though. She is jacked. She looks like she lifts. But she has a very warm, sister-like face.
Like I said before, Agni has good taste.
Kind of just walks around inspecting and is like, oh, wow, yes, I know exactly what you two are. Guard drakes of the utmost caliber. They haven't made these in ages. The only people want a guy who knew Owl's been dead for 1,200 years.
They used to be a bit bigger, but they kind of had to be reshuffled down.
I wondered about that, yeah. She's looking at them. You can clearly tell she knows exactly what she's talking about. Just, Well, you'll be happy to know your museum's still in one piece. We've actually managed to get enough of the prep work and repair work done. I will tell you one thing, though. Actually, you know what? I think Schmeffy would tell the story better than I could.
Bar break?
Yeah. Quick pee break.
Yeah, feel free.
I'm being called, so.
Bio break.
All right. I have a cat at my door, so I should check on that. One moment. I have a question. Is Shalir in cold form or coatl form?
That's up to you. I'd assume kobold form would probably be the wiser one to walk around with.
Yeah.
You'd kind of draw a lot more attention that way otherwise. You can fly into town as the koatl, but
Yeah, I
for now,
figured I
you're
was
kind
a
of an
kobold.
oddity. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been assuming that. You just look like a kobold that occasionally lags. Your lip flaps don't quite line up sometimes.
Oh god, a man of stealing. Ew. Ew.
No, you don't have a
wait.
mustache, at least.
Yeah, that's true. Not yet. Just wait until they get the hair growing potions.
Does exist. I hope everybody's having fun so far.
Yeah, it's been a good time.
Let's see here.
They'll come back.
That's 2 of you.
And back.
Sweet. Oh, hope you're having fun so far. We're gonna get to the good stuff in a minute.
Ooh, stuff I've been waiting for.
I am back.
Sweet.
Yeah, right now I don't have the best feel of Shalur.
It takes time.
Yeah,
It takes time. You're doing fine.
coolio. Also, Nora's having a good time.
Good.
I'm glad our brand of bullshit's doing it for you. We do our best.
So who are y'all waiting for again?
Raven and Casey, I don't think are back yet. And I don't know, Newt's not here either, I don't think.
I'm here.
Excellent. So just those two.
I had an emergency bathroom break earlier.
Okay, back.
Sweet.
Fuck 'em.
Just Raven now.
My break was the dinner break because tonight we're having fish and chips.
Ooh, nice. Cow, easy, cow.
Kyra is both flump shaken and sleep deprived.
Yep. Flumpsostion.
And plus, she had to deal with another giant murder ape.
Yep. Yep, a Barlgora. Fun stuff.
Mm-hmm. It slammed me in bed.
Ooh, Raven's back.
Yep.
Sorry.
That is everybody. All right.
Got that final shot on the monkey.
Yep. Went right down its throat and exploded.
Yeah.
It was a good time.
And
He was
I
wound up
got-
being terrified of Weird Al songs.
I don't regret that at all.
He's evil,
I'm
so he
just-
would be terrified of such a force of pure goodness.
Fair.
Fucking Chad.
Yep, he was. He very much was. All right, so you guys depart from the guild. Rather modest reward for everything you got, but that's how contract work is. You guys did a lot of stuff outside of the contract. And that you gave them a lot to look over, that's for sure. You step back out to Agni and Euphrates. Euphrates tells you that it's better that you ask the guys who were watching your place, because apparently they have a story to tell. Because it's an interesting one, that's for sure. For now, though, is Grona busy right now? Yes, actually, at the moment. She's meeting with some of the other guild heads. She probably won't be available again till evening-ish, I think. Maybe we ought to get you kids back home.
Helm,
Okay, oh good, nap time, good.
helm, food, nap. Sounds good.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And he looks over and he notices a Mako sitting. He's like, "Oh, that's where. What's the story there?" It's like
I
hag
explained it in the
bullshit.
report.
Thing you hear in your head, just hag bullshit.
She says that. She and I agree, hag bullshit.
Right. Good. I'm just going to just nod along with everything you say. Come on.
Trust me, it's very funny. Very funny.
All right. You guys all are tagging along. Make your way down to floor 49, down the central shaft. See the same familiar sights. Lots of the same townsfolk, all very happy and excited to see you. Lots of nods, lots of hat tipping. You notice, roll perceptions for me real quick.
Oh goody, oh goody. 9!
You're very tired. You have disadvantage on this, by the way, too, on account of
Oh no!
exhaustion.
That's fine with me. I had good rolls.
Holy shit!
Nice. So the new guys would actually notice this, and that I find really fucking hilarious. Yeah, as you're walking by, you notice Bruna and Shalor both see there's a tavern there called the Wounded Gru.
Aw.
The rest of you are too tired and have too much tunnel vision to the feeling of being in your own beds again to turn around and see it. It's like, unfortunately, O'Keefe was waving at you. None of you saw him.
Shalor
Why
waves
did it make me
back.
feel like a dick?
You were tired. It's okay. He'll get it.
No. We'll
Yeah,
make up to him. Celebrate the opening of the bar later.
Mm-hmm.
Bruno waves right back, although she does not know.
Yeah,
just
same
an
with Shalor.
old Angus bull minotaur. Kind of worn down horns, bit of silver in his fur. Goes back to working. You guys come upon your museum, and it looks whole, actually. Does not look
Alan
like...
and Waldorf still with us?
Yeah, they are. It's like, oh, this is where you live. Nice. Much better than our old perch, that's for sure. Euphrates and Agni both tag along as well. Well, I suppose we'll have to ask proper permissions first. You two technically are magical items, just ones with agency. I'm going to have some conversations with people in the other guilds and whatnot. I might be able to arrange something here, something that'll be pretty badass, not going to lie.
Question? Are they not considered people?
It depends on who you ask. They're people the same way that like a sapient warforged or something would be. They're just not considered an organic sort.
I mean, by your laws.
It's a bit iffy with them. They are a bit old and a lot of old sonic in place that saw them just as things. I'm going to have to actually look that one up. You stumped me. Oh, trust me, they'll be fine. If they're sapient, they'll be able to make their own choices.
All right.
Agni just kind of waves that aside. Like, oh, we'll leave you guys to your device for now. I'll go let Lady Gloomgold know you got back and looks through the massive, just full of fuck report. Like, well, we'll see what happens. Like, you guys get your rest. The other
I
three
would like a
those,
copy of that report, by the way, for reasons.
you'll get it.
Rana's in the back of the group, kind of rubbing her eyes, and she goes, "Bunch of idiots need laws to tell people who's a person."
Fucking agree.
Mm-hmm.
Say if they didn't, gonna have to start smacking some heads.
That's very nice of you, but we understand. It's difficult when you were literally made by something.
We were all made by someone. That was me by my mom. She was made by me by me nan. Same fucking difference.
I
Rana
was
just
part of an 18-point package.
You're the salt of the earth, Tonk.
Yeah, I'm the salt of the sea.
Salty motherfucker.
Beautiful.
oh,
Like, good pan! As you guys see the door just kind of swinging widely open, and the tiny diminutive form of Shreffrey steps out. It's like, welcome back, you fuck! Thought I heard the sounds of joking around and japery.
hi, Schmeffrey.
It's like, wow, you all look tired. Like, Mitzi just kind of holds her hand. It's like, we haven't slept since yesterday. It's like, oh, well.
There are two of you standing there.
I'm like, oh, really? Where? Oh, you got me there. All right. Well, in you get. Your beds are waiting for you. Like, we promised we kept the place in one piece. Actually, we kind of added a piece onto it, though. It's a funny story.
What?
As you guys enter into the main foyer, the chamber you fought the Gru, you immediately notice that there is a large wooden sculpture of a horse.
What?
What?
And
Wait.
it appears to be sticking out in part of the wood flooring. Just rearing up on its hind legs, bucking wildly.
Well, I can't lie. That's pretty badass, though.
Yeah, I think so too. We haven't had the heart to cut it down. It's like, yeah, because you keep trying to stop me. You look over and you see the little goblin Chaws looking at that thing, just absolutely as uncomfortable as you've ever seen
What
anyone
happened
be.
here?
Well, someone may or may not have tried to break into the place a few nights after you left. We took care of them, though. Took care of them right good. Oh, you mean Raka did. Raka handled pretty much everything. They were not ready for her. She is a force of nature.
Badass.
I think I heard an amazing story about wooden horses and people being inside them. Have you checked inside it?
It's like, my God, I hope not. It's like, well, let me just say, I'm sorry in advance, and, Charles did it.
I have heard these stories of wooden horses who devour people.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not exactly.
What happened? Who broke in? What?
A couple of tipsy fellas. No big deal. It's like, I think they were working for that mob, probably, if I had to guess. They went out to rob the place. Either way, Rocka's sleeping right now. She doesn't really like it when it's during daylight hours, but she made short work of them. Her and Finley both, but then the last one of them may have broken into one of your display cases, and he stole your little fire horse thing.
I have no idea what's going on. But
So they took that asshole.
Yeah, they summoned him, actually.
Fuck.
Yeah, I almost burned the whole place down, but, well... Jaws just kind of looks over and goes, he pissed off something a little stronger than he is. And, well, you're looking at him.
Wooden horse.
Yep.
A wood horse elemental?
Well...
The elemental is now trapped as a wooden horse.
Yep. Yeah, I told you not to touch this axe, right?
Yeah.
That's what happens if it doesn't like you.
Fuck. Wait.
Well,
You try to pick up the axe in his fucking mouth?
No, I buried it in his fucking head. He was trying to burn me.
Oh.
I broke the gem that he was apparently conduited through, whatever that word is, and the floor kind of rose up and engulfed him. So, I haven't had the heart to cut it down, even though I want to, but I'm afraid he might come back. Yeah, looks pretty great, though.
Yeah.
Good wolf story.
Let's just leave it here for now. We'll do it when I wake up and...
Yeah.
Arana just kind of tilts her head up and looks at it and goes, well, your axe has a pretty good artistic eye.
Yeah, she really does.
Mm-hmm.
I'll
Yeah.
tell you about it some other time. God, it just makes me anxious looking at that thing. It was such an oaf. Not a single mite of class in that thing, I tell you what. Yeah, but it's dead now. We took care of it. Woo!
Okay,
Tara is...
I'm
Thank
going
you
to bed.
for this. I need sleep.
Bedtime.
Thanks, guys. Tonka's
Should I
gonna
take a
give
shower first, or should I just drop?
Up to you.
Tara says in her head.
It's like, up to you, Imako says in your head.
I'd say drop, said Schiller outside of her head.
Arana,
Wait, what?
Yeah, you now learn Koalas are telepathic.
Wait, what?
Yep.
Schler just being a fucking troll.
Yep, kept that hidden the whole time. Alright, so. You guys all just go back into your place.
I've had enough of this flumping day.
puns.
So many. You guys managed to get your rest. You sleep straight through the night.
Nice.
I would imagine how exactly these bugging arrangements work. Bruna, they never quite addressed anything about what you'd be doing, but
Mhm.
Well, Tonka's probably gonna go sleep in the fucking boiler room.
It's his room, yeah.
So his room technically is open.
It's true. And the boiler room's big enough that anybody can join him.
Too hot.
I mean, there's a one made for him and the boiler room on the map.
you technically did have an original bedroom. Yeah. Either way.
So now it's vacant.
I wasn't just suggesting Lumi.
Too hot down there. She's not going down there.
I know. I was saying one of the guests could bunk with him if they wanted.
Yeah, you guys were urged to stay together, at least for now, until the full report was given. Killing a demon definitely was a big deal. They got to check for any infernal residue on any of you guys. Malachi also probably will get apprehended as well for being there.
Irana does offer to let anybody bunk in her room because she's very small.
That's a big
Striller
room.
joins her.
Kara just walks to the foot of her bed and flops down.
Just Family Guy falls. All right.
How does a Mako? Is she a dog who wants to get on the bed too?
At first, she sleeps on the foot of the bed. At first. So like, okay, you know what? No, I'm too good for this. Gets up onto the top. Sleeps at the foot of the actual bed itself on top. This is...
She's the best girl.
Hmm.
So them sleeping, just both of them just played out over the bed.
Basically. Alrighty. As morning, you guess, comes, it's hard to tell. You are underground. You hear a loud knock at your front door.
Oh,
There's
for the
the
last time, I'm not interested in... Oh, what?
Someone's at the main door. Mako says, just kind of getting up and shaking herself a little. Some of her fur is kind of off to one side.
Aww.
I'll get it.
All right, you make your way down, you open your door, and the form of Agrona is standing right there, looking right down at you. So, like, where are they?
Where are they?
They actually were sleeping right outside, and she didn't even notice.
They should
Like-
be right outside there.
Like, what the... Oh my god, themselves. It's like, Ragnith, you're... It's like, hello to you too? They both just kind of become animate and look over at her. It's like, oh, you're smaller than I imagined. Nowhere near as big as Akron was. It's like, Akron made you. Yes, he made most of us. Don't know that much about your history, do you?
Oh!
Oh, Jesus!
Oh,
Oh, Stedler and Waldorf are well named.
I'm not trying to be assholes. They're like, really? Okay.
You're beautiful, I will say that. Sublime examples of your craftsmanship. I haven't seen your ilk in ages, and... Wow. You found Ranot Rock.
Looking back over at Kyra.
Kara fiddles herself because, here, the report.
It's like, oh, I've got that here.
Oh.
Pulls
right.
it out and kind of holds it up. Just,
Indeed,
you,
I did.
you have any idea how big that is?
Vaguely.
That city was sacred to our culture. Our holy orders trained there. It's been lost for 2,000 years since the elves invaded that forest. No
The
one's
whole
ever
weight
gone
of
on.
what she found is now beginning to set in.
And you brought back one of the most central pieces of it that can actually tell us stories about it. Ish. It's like memory's still a little on the spotty side. It's what happens when you have nothing to do for 2,000 years.
There's a lot to talk about, and a lot of people I'm going to have to talk to. And I have to say, I'm most impressed by your ability to surprise, Kyra.
You're welcome.
Now, definitely deserving of something. I'll get back to you on this, but I have to contact some people. Some people I'm not 100% excited to, but I'll never hear the end of it if I don't tell them about this.
There's also a dragonoid there, but he was kind of a.
Dick.
Yes, I read. You encountered a heart drake. Not exactly the most powerful of things, but dangerous to the surprised.
And also not tasty at all.
Yep, and now Shalor's behind you. You did not hear him coming. He did not make any footstep sounds.
Of course not, he flies.
He's in kobold form at the moment.
Oh.
He still doesn't make footstep sounds. In fact, you notice his feet are actually slightly sunken into the wood flooring a little bit.
Oh my god, he's Bethesda-ing.
Yep.
It's a horrible disease. Horrible, horrible.
Well, your guild job may just have been to retrieve missing livestock, but I dare say the service you've done for the city is quite exponential. For that, tell you what, this museum of yours, it just got a brand new wing. I'll make all the arrangements.
Thank you.
So we'll see exactly what all that leads to. Though as much as you continue to impress me, child, I look forward to more. Also, good job killing that Baron. I always had a bad feeling about him.
Yeah, apparently he was a.
He has connection. He had connections to the mob here.
So
Was
he was a metaphorical
giant.
rat too.
Cockwaffle.
Oh, so we're going to eventually if we just fucked with the mob enough. Eh.
Now, on this other matter, the demons you found. Apparently, you also came across Eli Bell, if only for a moment.
His presence, at least.
Yes, the other Magni have been notified. They'll be combing this area for some time.
You want more? Okay, thank you.
But that's no longer in our jurisdiction, but I have to say, you did well. All of you did well. I look forward to more. And also, got a bit of magic in you now, don't you? I sense the
Yeah,
connection between you and the dog.
A long story.
Well, I just have to say. She kind of, it's 11 foot tall, and just is kind of standing there for a moment, and body glows just slightly, scales have a bit of a luster, and winged serpent appears. Not quite the same as Shalor, though. There are hard scales, and they are bright, polished gold. There's a cobra hood and metallic wings.
Ooh.
Like,
Nice.
welcome to the club. The snake just kind of bows.
Thank you.
Meet Octon.
Hello?
It just kind of bows at you.
Slightly does a gesture. She's still tired, so.
It's a lot to take in, I'm sure. I recommend you get your rest. It'll be a week before you can take on any additional guild jobs, so
Oh, thank God.
those days are yours, whatever you so choose. Now, as for the two new ones of you, really recognize you. If you'd like, I can definitely have it said where you took a part in this whole venture, give you a bit of the extra rewards. if you played a part in the demon incursion.
I did help put down a giant gorilla, Chad.
Yes, I read about that. Well, either way, up to you. I think it's best that you all get your rest for now. We'll discuss future rewards and whatnot when my sister gets here. And that's where we're going to end the session.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Well, that went
boss.
well.
So we'll find out about the new wing till next time.
Yep.
Ah.
Haha.
So basically, you're just going to get a whole new wing of the museum that you can add on to.
cool.
Nice. Nice.
All right. So we got a week of downtime, essentially.
Yep.
Well, I know what
There-
Tonk's doing.
Plenty of people you'll be able to meet and go out with, and any NPCs you wish to interact with. Figure out a little bit more about what to do with these new people you stumbled across. Plenty of interviews and questions to be had.
Bruno's going to spend most of that time just trying to get to.
Get what now? You cut out for me a little bit there.
Bruno's going to spend that time just trying to.
We got
Oh.
you. Get to know everyone.
No, yeah.
Yep, get to know people. Yep. New people. It's always fun.
Yeah.
Tonk is doing two things. He's going to be visiting Smeckledorf, showing him the plans for the Gunlands, and then immediately heading back home to try and build the damn thing.
Excellence.
Schmeckledorf is kind of his brother in Techno Arms at the moment.
And Kyra did show off everything she recovered first.
Oh yeah, no, you'll definitely have plenty of conversations with people. But you also just found out that the head of the Ragnath Paladins is her sister.
Oh.
That's gonna be interesting.
Alrighty.
Yeah,
So
set
yeah,
up.
she provided the adamantine dragonborn armor as well. as
Oh,
everything else
believe
she
you me,
recovered.
there will be conversations about.
I imagine Tonk handed over the shield and axe at the end of the day.
If you wish to, yes.
Yeah, he's not gonna. Look, he's not gonna ruin the set by taking it apart.
Yeah, or put Kyra in hot water by.
Much as he'd like to, as he thinks she needs to go, drastically get plowed and then fucking develop a sense of humor, he's not going to short, bitchy half dragon lady troll just fall back on Kyra.
Yep. Well. Whew. I didn't have quite as much prep time as I wanted. It's been a bit of a crazy week, but I hope you all at least had a good time.
Did.
I know I did.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. We'll work on more organic character bits and inclusions to make you feel a little bit more like you're actually voluntarily joining in. It's just a start for now. Just an exhausted run back after killing a demon and being offered to crash in a pretty swanky looking pad.
And
But yeah,
plus,
the old work pays well.
Oh wait, the letters I sent.
Yeah, it's only been a couple weeks. They have not gotten back yet. They've probably reached Madria by now.
Hopefully before that bitches got there.
Oh, you'll find out some news on that one too.
I mean, she has money, so she can delay as long as she can.
Yeah, but she doesn't have as much money as the most prominent shipping company in this continent, which is owned by a dragonborn.
A dragonborn who's probably in the know with Ragmuth.
Oh yeah, no, he's one of the richer dragonborn out there.
She fucking what?
So like, oh, we'll be happy to. Hold on, I'm sorry, miss, but we can't take any business with you from here on out, on account of you being a raging bitch.
oh my god!
Like, I'll take back my cultural sacred artifact, please.
Oh, he sold it. Oh, hell. We're just going to tear through everything to make sure you're telling the truth.
I will bury you, bitch.
Oh my god.
And one of the biggest managing shipping companies also would be very keen on fucking her over.
Oh yeah, no, that's for sure. It's not the biggest one, but it's one of the more successful ones. You guys have plenty of cards on the table in your favor.
And it turns out he's actually a vampire.
Our down week, is that gonna be basically just character interactions, or are we
It's up to you guys, really, if you want to. I know that Schmeffrey and Chaz are going to offer to take people out for drinks at some point, kind of regale them in more detail the story. Raka is currently kind of MIA, and you didn't see Finley at all. You didn't really hear anything about her either. The only ones who were there at that exact moment, they kind of split it into day and night shifts while you guys were gone. Those two headed up during the day, the other two. And
Although I
Raka's
think we all agreed that Kyra's getting the sneaky boots, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you're the only one that wears boots, you nerd.
You are literally the only one that wears footwear.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Imagine-
Lord looks like he's wearing boots, but he is not.
Yeah, he doesn't have legs.
So that's stealth check with advantage in certain situations.
Let me see exactly what the stats are for them again. The name was Boots of False Tracks. Let me see. I'm not sure if they actually give any stealth bits, but
I'm glad that Bruna started calling Kyra any reason to believe she was whatsoever.
she's a nerd.
She looks pretty nerdy.
Mm-hmm.
They don't provide any bonuses to checks, I don't think. Oh, wait, no, that's that's a previous edition version. Let me see. I'm gonna... Pretty sure all that they do is just make a track that is either facing another direction or looks like it belongs to another species.
Ooh.
So it definitely would make it harder for people to track you. It might give disadvantage to checks and whatnot for those tracking you through things, but let me find out.
Well, it's still handy.
There's plenty we could do with those.
Oh yeah, no, they're great pranking tools. Yeah, no stat boosts. Just basically they allow you to throw people off your trail very easily. Very handy.
Yeah, Irana is going to get to know the two new people during the week.
That's
Oh,
for sure.
yes.
Tonk will be doing that between breaks.
Yep,
Well, but
you all are basically instructed to stay together until the clerical inspections are all done. They want to make sure you don't have any demon residue on you. That's going to be very interesting when they get to Shalor, though.
Oh, yeah. It's just going to be like,
You're from... That'll be interesting when we get to that.
yes, I am from Hekistan.
God damn it.
Solid. Hekistan, that's great.
I do my best. Just wait until
You came out swinging with the jokes this time, my dude. I dig.
I
It
do
was
my
good.
best. I couldn't use all the jokes I wanted to, but they'll hear them. They'll hear them.
Opportunities always come.
I'm proud of myself for finally your voice.
Oh, that's
It
good.
was a good one.
It's a good voice.
Yeah.
So, do you want me to roll my tinker's tools?
Sure, why not?
What state?
What, you're using it to build things?
I'm trying to build that Gunlance.
Yeah, I'll say with dexterity.
Right.
And then another one with intelligence after that.
Right. Tinker's tools, right? Just make sure. Fuck. I have a high as hell bonus to that.
That you do. All right, that is the intelligence one.
That was the
That's
dex.
dexterity. Yeah. There's a lot of small parts. It's confusing even with that. I would say. Oh. Okay. Yeah,
That's
the
the
intelligence.
end.
That's the end. Clearly. Okay. Yeah. That would be you taking it over to Schmeckeldorf's and then him showing it to a Dragonborn buddy of his and immediately getting it all translated.
And the Dragonborn buddy said, "Come on, are we doing this? Let's do this."
It's like, fuck yeah, man, I'm in on this now, man. God dang old. Oh god, it's Dragonborn Boomhauer. I'm sorry.
Not
Dragon
at all.
Boomhauer.
You're not sorry at all.
Now what to have Kyra do for a week?
Rest up, nerd out, whatever you so please. If there's
That's
any
gonna be the first
NPCs you
day.
want to... Yep, any NPCs you wish to interact with, you can. Any other little plot lines you wish to catch up
Also,
on.
for the Mausoleum, do you need to be constantly given permission, or does she just have?
Yeah, you usually do need time. Usually, it varies. Like, you definitely would get permission if you asked to enter into the entry hallways. Some of the deeper portions of it, they don't allow everyone into time.
That's fair. I'm trying to figure out what to have.
I also know that at one point during the week, Mitzi's going to invite you all out to the bar Cassidy Blues to hear her brothers play.
Yeah, definitely going there. We're not turning down our best cat girl.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She'll be there on a date as well, but she wanted to invite company. She literally only met you guys the day that you guys took the job, so she wants to get to know all of you a little better.
Mhm.
That'll be a little later in the week. It's open mic night, so Arana could also choose to go there as well.
Oh. Oh, boy.
The shadow and in her shadow, an image of Odd Bird appears.
I just want to roll this for curiosity's sake.
Oh boy.
You have a high shit addition to that.
I
Wow.
do, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that is a low roll. Either way,
Still decent. There we go.
that's better.
God damn.
Oh, that was a rare misfire. You've rolled nat 20s at performance way more than you had any right.
Yeah, Irana's performance skill is the same as Kyra's knowledge history skill.
+9.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bard.
Bard with
Alright.
20 in charisma, yeah.
It's so
And
weird.
her investigation.
So yeah, I know that Schmeffrey and Shaw's would actually invite you guys out to the farts that you guys went to the first time.
Would the owners be better behaved? Was
When
Schmeffrey
you,
there?
when you told the story to them, they actually were very surprised to hear that and told you that basically that they aren't the owners. They're actually house spirits that the owner won a bet against, or they lost a bet to.
Ah,
They clean the place for him during the day. They kind of disappear around opening hours. The owner is a rat folk named Travis.
okay.
Real bro, real champ of a guy.
Okay, so they're just spirits being spirits.
Yeah, they're
That's
just
fair.
Fey house spirits that lost a bet to him. But they have he has no control of what they say when someone comes in and visits them.
Kyra still has the tinge of rat, so one thing is to get a good fucking meal.
Plenty of that.
So
And
are
one
these
from
roll-
Mako too.
Are these rolls for the entire week or just day one?
We'll just work on our way up to that. We'll probably cover some of that in session as well for some of it.
Rightio. Just
I'm
checking.
still trying to figure out what Kyra wanted to do.
Yeah, you can do that. You can hang out with any NPCs. You can guild. At one point, Agrona's sister will definitely be coming into town and summoned for that. That's
Okay,
for
I would
sure.
imagine. She still has her Dragonborn best, so.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm going to stop
Only
recording.
George-
Unless anybody
Okay.
else has any character bits they'd like to get out before I stop.
We're good.
Yeah.
Oh,